You're about to listen to TADPOG. Tyler and Dave play old games. It's a comedy video game podcast. We would like to stress that the hosts are not experts and are really just very crass commentators. Seriously, this is an explicit podcast that happens to talk about video games sometimes. So please enjoy this pretty okay podcast with Tyler and Dave.
Hello, Internet, and welcome to another episode of the TADPOG podcast.
Still doing it.
Still doing it. 630
years.
It does kind of feel like that sometimes. 630 months at least.
It's true.
Yeah.
Well, to Tyler and Dave and Ian, TADPOG.
TADPOG. Gross.
Love it.
No, don't change it. Don't say that again, ever.
So, we're talking about old games on Nintendo Switch. But, you bring up 630 years. I had another getting old thing happen today that when I woke up, I was like, oh, fuck.
What happened?
I got up. As soon as I woke up, I was like, did I stub my toe in my sleep? And they're just like, I put up it was dark, so I got up and I turned my flashlight on. I was like, is my toe bruised? What the fuck? It was fucking super painful. Like I stubbed it, but the stubbing wasn't going away. And it has not proceeded to go away all day long.
So you definitely had it checked out, right?
Well, I called my doctor to get an appointment tomorrow.
Okay.
So it's just like, before it was in my ankle, now it's in my big toe. It is totally old man gout. Wonderful. Wonderful.
So is it all like discolored and stuff? Or is it just,
totally normal.
Okay.
It just fucking hurts real bad.
God, man, that shit.
Just the throbbing, stubbing pain that just doesn't go away.
Without a
me.
visual representation, it's definitely scary.
Yeah, for sure. And it's like, because my grandmother had diabetes, like I'm always like with toes and shit.
Mm-hmm.
I'm always like, oh fuck, I gotta mind my toes. You know what I mean? It's like I don't know that I have diabetes. I might, but I mean, would you know?
Are you peeing a whole lot?
No, I mean regular. I don't know what's a lot.
Probably a little more than I pee.
Oh, then no.
Because I pee substantially.
But from what I understand, there's like a billion things that could be diabetes.
Yeah.
Everyone has different symptoms. So yeah, you're probably fine.
I have a coworker who has it.
My uncle
so,
has
like,
it.
That like when he was diagnosed with it, it was like, fuck. I eat about just the same as he does, which is garbage.
Well, I mean, like my uncle's had it since birth. I mean, he's been.
That's one of the types, right?
Super, whatever the type 1.
Type 1.
Type 1 is, yeah.
And then type 2 is usually associated with like obesity
Right.
or
Your diet.
Yeah, that's the one I think I might have.
Well, you definitely, as a garbage eater myself.
Yeah.
You definitely run the risk as you get older.
Yeah.
For that to be a factor, but you're nice. You're svelte. You're good. You're fine.
Thanks.
Yeah, I do think you're pretty good.
Thanks. I just worry about stuff like that.
Nah, you're good.
No,
I bet
I am
not
much
a doctor.
more prone to diabetes than you are.
I don't know, man.
I'm rocking that diabetes dad bod. So. Diabetes.
Well, I hope tomorrow you wake up and your toe is like feeling
Just
right.
better.
It probably will. That's why I have my ankle. It'll hurt for like really bad for a day, and the next day is like a quarter of what it was. And then
I didn't know this about your ankle.
Because that's what I thought. I went to the hospital. I had an X-rayed. No one knew what was going on, and then the next day it was better. Like I was limping, could not put any weight on it. It hurt
I
so
remember
fucking
you
bad.
talking about
Yeah, and then it was just gone.
Yeah, that's right.
So now it's
That's
that same
right.
feeling, but in my big toe, which is like it's totally.
Can you
I
pop it?
I eat a lot of bucket jelly. If I try to move it, that's even more painful.
So wait.
you're not pulling on it, but for sure. Okay. Well, shit.
So what is gout?
I think they used to call it the rich man's disease. Kings
Hey,
would get
congratulations.
it. Kings with my body, this kingly body type I'm sporting right now.
Congratulations, King.
I remember Bobby Hill got gout
Oh,
from
yeah.
eating
Oh,
too
that's
much
Deli,
pate
the
or
Jewish
something.
deli,
The
yeah.
Jewish
Yeah,
food,
yeah,
because
yeah.
there's something about it that was that causes that to happen. If
Yeah.
you eat too much of it. But he just, whatever it was he was eating, he couldn't get enough. I think it was say it was like some goose liver pate or something.
like that. Man, this disease talk is like, man, I'm really glad we started with this.
It's a form of arthritis, often called this sexy name, gouty arthritis.
Gouty arthritis.
Good old gouty arthritis.
Oh my
I remember
God.
that guy.
So it's a bone thing?
Most common people over the age of 30.
Oh, fuck.
The condition is caused by high levels of uric acid in the body, which collects in the joints and can cause pain.
So yeah.
Why most gout sufferers have a condition called hyperuricemia, which is abnormally high uric acid levels. Not all do.
What is your
A diet, dehydration can be a cause. Certain beverages, coffee, tea, and alcohol, which is all I drink.
Well, I'm fucked.
good old Monster Energy drink over here?
Medications. Let's see. Pain. The number one symptom is pain in the toe, which is absolutely what I have.
Oh, fuck.
Uric acid will pool there, and you'll get like uric acid crystals in your joint and your big toe.
What is uric acid?
It's also it's one of the causes of kidney stones too.
Oh, Jesus.
Like you can either have calcium kidney stones or uric acid kidney
Gotcha.
stones.
That's found in deli meat?
I think it's like the nitrates or something in it.
Okay.
Excess uric acid accumulates in the joint of the big toe, which results in an incredibly sore toe and inability
The
to
big
walk.
toe?
That's it.
No. Have you looked at this yet?
The big toe?
No. This,
you're
this
reading.
entry. Oh, God.
I mean, I kind of knew this anyways.
I
but
just hate that.
Wait, you
though,
kind of
'cause
knew?
the pain can render you limp until it fades away after a few hours or days. And that's totally what it is.
Jesus
That's
Christ.
absolutely what I got.
No.
Don't you like? I
It's
have a.
is it treatable?
I think you can take medicine for it.
That's
yeah.
good.
Like when you get a flare, you can take medicine and take care of it.
No. You get a flare.
Or I could probably like exercise and diet and eat better.
But like, will it go away? I guess is my question. Or is it like once you got it, you got
I
it?
think you have to
I don't
improve.
know.
I think if you improve
Probably
what got you there, if you
whatever
stop
triggers it if
doing
I stop doing it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. That's good.
Yeah. I hate that though. It's like a bittersweet thing when you find on WebMD or whatever it is.
Oh, I hate WebMD.
This is
I
the
fucking hate
exact
it.
thing that's happening
Yeah.
to me, and there's no question about it.
Yeah, read
Fuck,
the
I
entry.
don't want it to be
Read the
right.
entry for AIDS, and I'll convince myself I have
Yeah,
that.
exactly. I will not go there. I won't look up symptoms at all.
I hate it.
Nope. It's always
Just
worst
because I'm a
case
bug
scenario.
chaser, God.
Yeah, your bug chasing tendency. Oh man, I'm sorry about your gout.
Well, I mean, I'm pretty sure that's what it is. I don't see how it being something else, so I might get some medicine for it tomorrow. And
That's
see.
good. I hope it's not that though.
I hope I just got weird toe.
I hope you just got a weird toe. I hope they look at it and they're like, "Oh yeah, it's fucking broken, dude."
Yeah, I would rather.
I would
be broken
definitely
than
rather-
to have
yeah.
a fucking disease or some condition.
Yeah.
At least you know the problem there.
Yeah. Whew.
Yeah. So what are you guys up to?
Oh God. Not that. Thankfully, I had a lot of stuff go on. But first of all, I'm on the road to gout. I tried the Papadilla from Papa John's, which Wizen Sage Ian Chandler turned me on to. Have we used her last name before?
Well, everybody knows my last
Should I
name.
Pokemon that out? Okay.
I post on Facebook in the Nation,
That's
and it
right.
shows my
That's
name
right.
there.
That's right.
What are they going to steal my identity? Okay. You'll be sorely disappointed, but whatever.
That's generally my attitude about that kind of stuff.
I mean,
yeah.
I try to be careful, but
Sure.
my last name is not a secret.
Can I tell you about the time that I doxed myself on Twitch playing Super Animal Royale because I had to sign up for an account?
Oh, so you could send
Yeah.
videos to it?
No. So I could so I could access the things that I've unlocked already, like on Xbox or Steam. I can't
Gotcha.
remember which one. But yeah, so you have to put in your email, right? And I knew this was going to happen because it prompts you. It's like, enter your email address. It's like, I know what I'll do. I'll take a giant image of a Nintendo DS that I use for the Mean Girls art, and I'll put it right in the middle of the screen where it's prompting me to type it in. So I do that. I'm like, this is good. And I start typing it in. And then all of a sudden I hear Zal's notification on Twitch that, hey, listen. I'm like, what's going on? I look up and it's like the box had moved to the top left. And it's like, well, there's my the first part of my email address. And you can probably guess the at what.
It's one of probably two things, and I bet I know which one.
Dave.com.
Dave.com, right? Yeah, man, that'd be great if Dave.com reached out to
Milkross.com.
every Dave and was like, hey, here's your complimentary email address.
Dave.
Dave86492884 at Dave.com.
Or milkross.com.
Or milkross.com. Oh, yeah, we could probably set those up.
You should.
If you want a milkross.com email address, it's $15 a month.
Yeah.
That's separate from everything else.
And you get 1 megabyte of storage.
Right? So, yeah, I tried the papadilla on my road to poor health.
Tell me about it, please, because I love the fucking thing.
I loved it. And I have a confession to make, and that is that I am a Papa John's convert now, because not only did you turn me on to the papadilla, the pepperoni and meatball quesadilla sandwich. Is that where they got the name from?
I think
like
it's
quesadilla, because it's
it's just not just cheese. It's
like a pizza
meats and cheese. Yeah,
it's like a calzone meets a quesadilla.
It's like a pita bread
Yeah,
thickness type
Right.
of thing. But yeah, they put the meats and the cheeses all over it and fold it in half, and then they bake Parmesan on top.
yeah, they encrust that shit, and it's really good. So I tried the Italian as well. I've had 2.5 papadillas since we've last recorded one week ago.
Nice.
Because when I left last week, I was like, man, because I was looking at the menu.
Yeah.
And I was like, should I get this meatball and pepperoni, which is the one that you got and looked really good last week, or should I get this Italian? Because you know I love Italian sandwiches.
Sure.
So it's like, all right, let's fucking do this. And then you had the brilliant suggestion, get both, bring them home, offer one to Nikki, and if she doesn't want it, put it in the fridge, and you have lunch tomorrow. She was asleep when I got home, so I was like, hey.
Do you want to eat
You
this?
want to wake up? You want to wake up and immediately eat this Italian sandwich?
I got this for you, but if you don't want it, I'll eat it.
If you say no, it's mine. Do you want it? Here. Feel its warmth.
It's significantly cooled, which is the way you like to eat food like this. Do you want it? And then she of course, didn't wake up, so I put it in the fridge and then had half of it. We shared it the next day for lunch. Reheated well.
Good.
And then we got one Saturday. Did so much fucking yard work. So like 5 hours worth of taking care of 9 years of neglect in the backyard.
It was a good day for it though.
Woo, it was.
Right before winter, though. Now you can just shut it all down for 9 more years.
Yeah, I'm almost
good.
there myself. Yeah.
God, because I mean, it was like,
I also mowed, strangely enough. So
Yeah.
it must have been our connection that made me like, why am I compelled to mow?
dude, this was like the first time I've used a chainsaw. Like this was chainsaw level of
Lord.
engagement in the backyard.
Yeah, that's big.
A pole saw, all this shit.
Killing Pokemon in the tall grass.
Dude, there was like, dude, like I didn't realize. I knew it was bad back there, but like, we have some people who are working on that bathroom still, and he was like, "Hey man, not telling you how to like live or anything, but you want to get those branches off of your roof. Like, I don't have branches lying on the roof, but
They're
like
draping
overhanging,
over.
right?" And
Our
he's-
neighbor had that had that problem, and his roof went completely to shit.
Yeah, and that's what
because
he's
of it.
saying. He said there's acid in those leaves. That's going to fuck up your shingles.
Yeah.
Take care of that if you care about the roof. So that's why we got to it. And
And
like
that's what I asked myself. Do I care about the roof?
roofs are
Roofs are
expensive.
really
Oh,
fucking expensive.
so
Even if
expensive.
you know a guy, roofs are
Yeah,
too expensive.
so expensive. So yeah, we took care of that shit, and it
Good.
was it really sucked. But to make up for it, papadillas.
Papadillas for everyone.
Papadillas. You want a papadilla? You get a papadilla. So Henry had one too. He loved it. Big fan.
Good.
Big fan.
Yeah, me too.
And then also, Ian, you turned me on the week prior. Do you get a commission from Papa John's?
I don't get the opportunity to. Like I told you, when we get pizza, we get it from Michael's, and Michael's
Right.
is too fucking expensive.
It's
but That's what
expensive.
Tanya
It's good,
like.
though.
But sometimes now she'll back off and let me just order the.
The shakaroni,
That's right, the shakaroni
From Papa John's. which is a giant pepperoni pizza.
The only bad part about the shakaroni is that it's always like it's like the McRib. It goes away and then comes back next year.
Well, it's whenever the price of pepperonis, the pepperoni market crashes
out, then they jump
bring
on
back the
there and bring back
shakaroni.
the shakaroni.
Shaq gets on the phone and calls the pepperoni farms.
It's a great big crustless Brooklyn style pizza that's topped with a bunch of cheese and pepperoni all
Yeah.
the way out to the edge. It's really good.
I got to be honest with you, it is good. It's not great.
It's not
but
great.
for the price, the
Yeah.
the value is totally
It's
there.
a 13-inch pizza.
And it was like $14 or something like that.
With
Like,
tax.
With tax, yeah.
And they donate a little money from that to charity. They give $1 or $2, I think, from when you buy one to one of Shaq's charities, which is fine. That's cool.
Yeah. Yeah. But it was a good deal.
Yeah,
Would definitely eat again.
I mean, I don't know that I'm not going to say that's the one I'm going to prefer, but for my money, while it's there, if I can, I'm going to get a the Shaqaroni.
The Shaqaroni.
Paparoni. Shaqadilla.
The Shaqadilla. Man,
The
They
Shakadilla.
should make a Shaqadilla
Shakadilla.
should make a
Love it.
Shaqadilla.
and pronounce it Shaqadilla.
Shakadilla.
And then it's got all the extra pepperoni and cheese in it. That'd be good.
I will say this. I do have a big complaint about Papa John's outside of Papa John himself.
He's gone.
Which
Right.
is not
yeah,
a
he's not a
Pretty
thing
good.
anymore.
But yeah, still definitely damaging that company though, just from like existing and,
Yeah.
and saying
Right,
things.
right.
So talking about the day of pizza
Just
reckoning
right,
coming
being
and
swe-
shit,
just
giving
being
sweaty
sweaty.
interviews.
Yeah, right. He looks
Looking like a Sopranos villain. Yeah.
he looks like Chet from Weird Science.
You spit in this.
Those motherfuckers at Papa John's, Ian,
What did they do?
dude, they like treat those pepperoncinis like they're fucking gold coins.
They pick out the one tiniest, most shriveled up fucking pepperoncini and stick it in the box. I hate that.
And then you can order them additionally for 99 cents a pop.
for each one,
90
What
because
the
I was
fuck?
going through because I was like, man, I
Whoa.
love these things. When I ordered the papadilla, I was like, man, I'm gonna get some extra fucking no, I'm not. I am not getting extra pepperoncinis.
well,
because
they gotta make up for the low price of their
that's where they're making it up.
Shaqaroni.
Yeah. Because it's like,
Fuck-
man,
fuck that.
I'm not buying one of these for $1.
No.
I'll take the free one they give to me. And then they did not give me one.
For 50 more cents, you can buy a whole jar of them.
Right? Yeah, exactly.
Just keep them at your house.
They're not the same though. I hate to say it. I don't know what it
They're
is.
not,
I don't.
I know.
I don't know if it's a psychological thing.
Well,
but
see,
they
you got to
taste-
go get a frozen pizza and keep your pizza box from Papa John's.
Uh-huh.
So you make the pizza, put it in the pizza box, then put the pepperoncini peppers in there, put it back in your oven on low.
Okay, that
so
might
it
do
cooks.
it. That might. Yeah, that might do
Yeah.
it. The because
You
like
got to treat pizza cured pepperoncinis.
yeah, because I don't like
Artisanal.
I don't like to eat them when they're all wet and sloppy.
They need to be good and dry.
Yeah, I need a good dry.
Dry
with
and
the
take
nice-
a bite, and they all just like a
juice
gusher of
inside.
juice.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
I found something else delicious. That you
oh,
might
God,
want-
no,
that's not at
I
Papa
can't.
John's at least.
I was about to say, I gotta buy stock at Papa John's.
The garlic butter. Have you ever had
Just drink it.
garlic butter.
I
is
do.
pretty good.
I would buy it if they had like a quart container. I would
Jug,
buy it.
yeah.
I absolutely would.
I
Yeah.
don't like it. I don't.
You don't like
garlic
it?
butter.
Fuck me, I love it.
I just I like ranch on my pizza.
Nikki likes ranch too, but
I wonder if gout's related to Papa John's garlic butter. Maybe that's
Possibly.
the problem.
Hey, is this kosher? Is this kosher? That's my problem. It's all the.
How many garlic butters have you had? Dan, my toes hurt real bad.
sir, I think you've had enough.
Your toes are red and swollen, sir. Please stop.
Did you ever go to Hardee's and get that chicken sandwich I told you about? That waffles and chicken.
I haven't, but we got an ad for it. We
got one, too.
in the mail. So we're this weekend. No, it's not good. You're
Fuck
shaking
that.
your head.
No. It's fine, but fuck that sandwich. I got a better one from Hardee's for you now.
What?
Hot honey, hand battered chicken sandwich.
Oh, that's the one I saw then, because I think they have
Yeah.
it. I think they have it
Okay.
on the waffles as well.
It's on. Plus, you can get it as an Adult Swim meal.
right
With
yeah.
a little figurine from Adult Swim.
Yeah.
I did it.
Nice.
I got the lead singer from
Metalocalypse.
Metalocalypse, yeah, Death Clock. Anyway, so the chicken and waffle sandwich is 2 waffles with a piece of chicken and some honey, right? It's good. It's fine.
Yeah.
This is the same hand-breaded chicken sandwich with cheese, bacon, and this hot honey. It's like a spicy honey sauce.
Love a spicy
I
honey.
have a huge jug in the house. I love spicy honey. That's where it's at.
Ate the absolute ass end out of that
Yeah.
sandwich. I could not stop eating it because and the sauce is not hot. It's just there's just the right amount of heat going along with that honey. Holy fuck!
We got to hang out and
That
eat
is the
trash
one.
food sometime together.
Yeah, we do.
And we can't do this like we're doing it like pen pals. Yeah, you know, where it's
Talking
like-
about it after the fact.
yeah.
I want to be in your presence while I enjoy something
Yeah.
like this, so I could see the look on your face and you could see the look on my
right.
face.
Yeah, exactly.
But that sandwich is fire. I loved it.
This weekend, Nikki and I have already talked about it. Like, we're gonna get one of these. This
Do
weekend.
it. Do it.
I hear the chicken
even-
sandwich at Burger King is supposed to be really, really good.
I didn't
what?
like
It
it.
packs the highest calorie content of any chicken sandwich. in the
Really?
chicken sandwich wars.
that
but, yeah.
just a regular chicken sandwich is.
It's like the.
It's not-
I got it.
It's
I've
not the
had
one
it.
on the hoagie roll.
No,
It's-
I know. We talked about.
I forget what
this.
it's called. It has some kind of a name.
It's the
Chi-
same.
Chiking.
Chiking. That's
Yeah.
what
Yeah,
it is.
I didn't think it was great.
It was
No.
all right.
Yeah.
I told you the one time I went the first time to get one because I was doing my chicken sandwich run. I
Right.
was doing all of them.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
I got the Burger King one and it was fine. It was good. I liked it. The second one I got wasn't cooked right and there was a lot of doughy shit on the inside. You know what I mean?
Oh,
So I didn't want to eat it after
Yeah.
that. But Hardee's so far are like, I've had probably 3 from there, maybe 4. 4 for 4. Just, they get it right every time for me.
I had a Chick-fil-A spicy chicken sandwich yesterday in Owensboro
Yeah.
because Monster Mold Mike hit me up and he said, "Hey, are you looking for a PlayStation 5?" And I said, I thought, I mean, not really, but what I said was, "Yep." Yes, I am. Yes, I am. And he said, "Okay, I've got one. I've got one then." And I said, "That's fantastic. I will be in Owensboro to get it." And he said, "I can ship it." I was like, "I will be in Owensboro to get it."
Yeah, no, you don't want to.
No, I mean, it's just me. It would have been fine to ship.
I
but
would have driven for it.
But it's just me where it's like, and I'll be honest with you, I told Nikki, I was like, "Hey, I made a stupid decision. I'm going to buy a PlayStation 5. And I've also decided that I want to just drive for a little bit."
God,
and
that would be so nice.
that's good sometimes.
Yeah,
That's
it
good
is.
sometimes.
And she was like, "I understand." I was like, "I haven't like driven for a long time, like in a long time."
And
I drove us to
Owensboro-
Atlanta, so
Right.
Owensboro from here is a nice enough. It's just the right amount. If you're in the mood to drive, it's like 2 hours or whatever.
dude.
And there's nothing. It's
Yeah.
a straight shot.
Oh,
I
it's-
love it.
Yeah, I listened to two Norm Macdonald albums.
Nice.
2 podcasts. I mean, it was just
Ate some
like
garbage
Ate some
food.
garbage food. Stopped at a weird gas station. Bought the $7 beef jerky.
Right. Yeah.
The woman I was looking in this tiny, like, I mean, this gas station was like, this is a gas station that it's totally a front for drug money or
Something
something.
else.
Because
Yeah,
I mean,
something
it
illicit.
was one of those where it's like, it's about the size of, it's half of the size of this garage. They have like 3 shelves. A woman.
they're all dusty.
Yeah,
Singular
right, yes,
products.
yeah.
There's a can of beans,
Yeah.
a box of
Right.
macaroni.
A woman behind the counter with 3 splints on her hands. And I walk in and I'm looking. I'm like, I know I'm looking for beef jerky. I'm looking for that good Mingy beef jerky. So I'm looking. I don't see anything. And she says, "What are you looking for?" I said, "I'm looking for beef jerky." And she said, "They're over there." And she pointed. And I looked where she pointed, and there was some Grippo's brand beef jerky.
I didn't know such a thing existed.
Yeah, neither. Grippo's a good shit though.
Grippo, I love Grippo's chips. So I'm looking at it. I'm like, huh, interesting. And she goes, "Those are $7 a bag." And I said, "Oh, okay. Do you have any like not $7 a bag Grippo beef jerky?" She's like, "They're back there." So I went back there and it's like, it's all Jack Links, and I hate. I don't.
Yep.
It's all Jack Links is all like oily and like I don't know. When I want beef jerky,
It's
I want-
overly processed.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
bullshit.
I want
Yeah.
that dry, good shit.
It's half
you know?
plastic. Yeah.
Right. So I was like, well, I guess I'm going to buy this $7 Grippo's beef jerky. It wasn't very good.
Damn.
The meat, the quality of like the meat was fine, but it was like they used the Grippo's barbecue chip seasoning on
Oh,
it.
fuck.
And it was like, this sucks. Like this doesn't work with beef jerky. But anyway, I have a PlayStation 5 now.
Nice.
Thank you, Monster Mold Mike, for hooking that up.
There's good shit on that PlayStation Plus.
So what's that?
There's some good shit on that PlayStation Plus.
Yeah. And I've been missing out on, because I've got PlayStation Plus because I have the PlayStation 4. But I've been missing out on all the like free PlayStation 5 shit that they're giving away. So finally I can get in on that. But I got to see Monster Roll Mike's arcade room.
Arcade room.
No, I could see it like outlined. Like when he opened the door, I mean, it was just like a perfect,
Just
like,
gray sweatpants.
yeah, right.
No shirt.
Yeah, a glass of milk. I don't know.
Seems like it fits.
Right.
Oddly oily mustache. Welcome, Dave. Come on in.
Hey, you got a PlayStation 5 for me in here, I heard.
Slurp.
Just warm milk.
I've been working on this glass of milk all day. It's just the right temperature. Come on back.
It was.
I can tell you what I had to do this PS5 for you. I'm just saying.
You're going to have to do it for me.
What did Tyler do for his?
Has he told you about it?
No.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, I made him promise not to tell.
Oh fuck! The first thing I said when he opened the door was, "Can I use your bathroom?" Because I had been holding pee for an hour and a half. And it was like near the end of that Audubon Parkway, hitting those bumps and shit, dude. I mean, it was like every bump was just like, oh fuck,
Here it comes.
I'm gonna pee in my car. There were several times when I was like, I'm just gonna pull over on the side of the road and pee, but my will was too strong. I couldn't do that. So you had a nice bathroom.
Your fortitude was too strong.
Yeah, I've got that feat. What is the iron will?
Steadfast
determination. That's it. Yeah. Isn't iron will, I guess, is the other way around, isn't it? Or does that just...
Iron will's a +2.
Yeah.
Steadfast determination is use your constitution for your will saves.
There we go. See, guys, that's Dungeons & Dragons 3.5
An old edition I'll never play again and know too much about.
But yeah, man, his bathroom was very nice. And his arcade room was fucking amazing. It was very cool. I'm glad I got to see that. That was on. We hung out for about an hour and just talked about the arcade stuff and all that. And yeah, it was really cool. It's really impressive. Like he's got some a lot of cool shit, like a Turtles machine and NBA Jam and some pinball tables. It's cool, man. It's cool. So Monster Roll Mike, thank you.
So prom at his house. Done.
He mentioned that had been joked about before, and he's like, I guess there's some tents if you want some tents in the backyard.
That's pretty good.
I wish we could do it here.
Mike's house is intense.
I wish we could do it here. If we could have the expo come here instead of Louisville, because we've got Atomic City, so we got the go-karts covered.
Yeah.
And the arcading and stuff. We should do that.
I just want to we've talked about this before, but like, just get like a Airbnb, like a mansion. Let's just essentially.
Well, we did find that
mansion.
school outside of Louisville meant for like 40 people that had a school fully outfitted with the classrooms were turned into bedrooms. The cafeteria was a fully functional kitchen with all. It was Melissa found it. It was fucking amazing.
It didn't used to be a sanatorium, did it?
No,
I
it's
wish.
an abandoned school. I wish it was a sanatorium though. I mean, we would have already done that then.
You know they've got what is that one they have up there?
Waverly Hills.
Waverly Hills.
Yeah. I haven't been up there before.
I wouldn't go. We went. This was years and years ago. We were trying to go to. Did I tell you about the Ouija board experience?
I don't think so.
Oh man. Well, you go ahead. I'll tell you about.
No.
You want me to do that now?
Oh, I want to
Okay.
know about the Luigi board.
The Ouija board. This was many years ago. I went to visit my friend John in Louisville because I lived in Lexington forever, and we went to Louisville to visit with them because it was half an hour away, and they had just been living there for like 6 months. We went to school together in Murray and everything, so we went to visit with them.
He was in the Playful Eight, right?
Yeah, he was the drummer. And we go out to dinner, and his wife is like super into the occult at the time.
Okay.
And she's telling us about Waverly Hills and how we should go. And we get on all this crap about the occult, and Ouija boards come up. And so fucking go back to their apartment and we play a Ouija board.
Uh-huh.
And it, of course, it does what it's supposed to do. And we get freaked.
So wait, what precisely is that?
Well, at the time, Gage was a little guy. He was like little bitty dude.
Okay.
Talking like one.
Okay.
And my parents had come up from Paducah to pick him up and take him home. So we went out there, and of course we'd been drinking all night. Something comes up about Gage on the fucking Ouija board.
Uh-huh.
When Tanya asked it a question or
God.
something. Well, naturally, we both just
Freak the fuck out.
we were really drunk and we freaked the
Yeah,
fuck
of course.
out.
Yeah, it's your kid.
At
your
that point,
1-year-old.
and John and his wife were both like freaking out too. I don't know. I've never done a Ouija board.
You're feeding off of each other's energy at this
Fucking
point.
Totally feeding off of it. So John takes the fucking Ouija board. They live on the second floor of this apartment building. And down at the end of the hallway is like a fire escape. And that overlooks a parking lot of like a Walmart or something, like one of the back part of the parking lot behind the store or something. There's a big old dumpster. He goes to the end of the fire thing and just chucks this fucking Ouija board as fucking hard as he can over the railing, and it's just poof, gone, right? The next morning, his sister comes by, and she's downstairs banging on the door to be let in.
She has it, doesn't she?
She fucking has but even worse than that, she said, "Whose Ouija board is this?" And we were like, "Get that fucking thing out of here." And she said, "Well, it was laying up here on the front porch," which was on the opposite side of the building from where he threw it off. Again, they were probably fucking with us.
Sure.
Because I know John, and that sounds like something his fucking ass would do.
Or
and
it was
never, ever admit to it.
Or it was a ghost.
Or it was a fucking ghost.
Right.
In any case, we got rid.
Could be a demon.
That's true.
Could be a demon.
Could be an Oni.
You're right. Yeah.
In any case, we
Kappa.
were
Yeah.
not well for the rest of the day, like just sick from drinking too much and freaking out. And I wouldn't go back to Louisville. I didn't return to the city of Louisville again until the first time I went to prom.
Really?
And that was a fucking long time in between. I was still in
Yeah.
college when that shit happened with the Ouija board. I just believed Louisville to be the center of all evil in the universe. I told people this. They'd be like, "We should go to Louisville. There's a concert." Nope, not going.
Louisville doesn't want me there.
Got over it when I went. I was hesitant to go to prom just because that really
Wow.
fucked with me.
You
right?
sound like Charlie trying to leave Philadelphia, and it's all of a sudden, no.
Anyway, I went back when I went back for prom. It was fine. Now I don't mind Louisville as much. But yeah, we had a whole. I don't even know what got me to this.
We were talking about prom.
And how it's gonna be full of Ouija boards next time we
Right,
go.
Right now,
Yeah.
I'm sure there will be. Yeah, but
What we need to do is make you a personalized license plate that has your name on it, but is also a Ouija board.
But it was yeah.
I'll have RCAJ burn another one for you. Like she would burn the Ouija board.
I don't
that
want
have in
one.
there.
That's cool.
I don't want. Don't do that. I don't want a Ouija board.
It's spooky season. It's upon
I
us.
know. But none of this stuff doesn't bother me as much now as it did then. I watch more scary movies now. With telling you that's all she ever wants to watch is horror films.
But that's
So
all
I'm
fake.
Is it though?
I mean, that's
Is
all fake.
it?
The Ouija boards and stuff like that's.
There's something about them. I don't know. But the reason I asked about that was because we had talked about going to Waverly Hills the night before.
Yeah, Melissa wants to go so badly.
And then after the Ouija board thing, Betsy, John's wife, she actually said, "So do y'all still want to go to Waverly Hills today?" And I'm like, No, I've had enough of that shit for one lifetime, thanks.
You should have brought the Ouija board there.
Two
Waverly, yeah.
Yep.
I remember watching an episode of Ghost Hunters. You remember Ghost Hunters used to do on Halloween.
Yeah,
they would do a live broadcast
From
and it would
there,
go like
right?
all night. They did one from
Yeah,
there
yeah.
one year. That was really
You mean
cool.
that show where they're like, "What was that noise? What was that?
And then
The ghost spectrometer's
Silence.
going crazy.
What was that noise?" Let me.
Can you hear that? The static? Did you hear? Oh shit! Shit! Are you here? Oh my god!
Did you hear it? Did you hear it?
wait a minute, guys. Look, a piece of dust. That's not dust. That's not dust. Look, it's going in an odd pattern. That's not how dust works.
Dust doesn't fall like that. Everyone knows that.
It can't go up.
It's writing out, "Get out." Let me consult Tobin's spirit guide.
But I
See
did-
what we're
I
going
did-
No,
with.
it says gout. Shit.
Tyler's here.
I did actually enjoy that episode. That was fun. But
It was
I don't.
cool.
I don't think I could go there. I don't think I could do it.
Nikki loved that show, and I like to watch it just really to ruin her experience.
I like watching Magic with Josh's ex-girlfriend.
Yeah. No, it was like they would do the electronic voice phenomenon or whatever, where it's like talking to him, and it's like, "I didn't say that." And it's like really like seriously, the first time you hear that, did you think it said, "Hi, I'm a little boy"? Like, I mean, no, they said that's what it said, and they played it back, and you're like, yeah, it does
did
kind
hear
of
Just like I see those TikToks where it has like a song lyric and then all the things that
Right.
you could. It sort of sounds like it says, and
they
as you
all-
read it,
right.
it sounds like
yeah,
that.
because your mind's like, that's it.
Yep.
You read it, so that's what it is.
I don't know any better. Sorry for all the crank.
Although you make me think of Josh and Nicole had a game night. And we played what I thought was fantastic.
Yeah.
A choose your own adventure horror board game.
Yeah.
I thought it was a lot of fun.
It was cool. I thought it was a lot of fun. They like did a good job of like, I can't remember the title of it because I'm sure there are like a bunch of them, but this was one essentially where you're going into a haunted house and like you go into the haunted house and it turns out that there's a bunch of like intelligent chimpanzees that are loose there.
It's very much like reading a book.
It
One of
is.
the books. So
Like-
it was really good.
Was it an actual choose your own adventure?
It was
'Cause I
stylized
saw-
like the book and everything.
I saw that out at the game store, the board game store at the mall. They
Yeah.
had, and I remarked that the box art looked exactly like one of those books.
Yeah, they branded it perfectly.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And they did a really good job of like taking the experience of reading one of those books and converting it to like a community event. Because like it was long too. Like I mean, there was like 5 chapters.
Yeah, way longer than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, same. And it was all cooperative, of course, which is also kind of nice. You
Yeah, I
know?
love a cooperative board game.
Yeah. But yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Sweet.
My only complaint about it is you can by the time we got to the end of it, it was like, oh, I see, you can't lose. Like it's impossible to lose this game because it is like a choose your own adventure book where it's like, well, if you die, you're just going to flip back to where you were. And there are rules for that essentially. And then also like there's this thing called the psychic meter where it's like the better you're doing in the game, the psychic meter fills up, right? And what we found out at the very end was the ending that you get is based on your psychic level.
Oh,
so
okay.
there is some incentive to do well because if you don't do well, first of all, you're going to stumble through the game.
Yeah, just rolling and rolling and flipping back and rolling and flipping back. Yeah.
Rolling.
Rolling. Oh,
So, yeah, I'm glad you brought that up. That was really cool.
I really liked it. I kind of want to get a copy of it.
I think it's reasonably priced. I don't remember exactly what it was when we were out there, but I think it's okay. I think it's like $15 or something.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
fuck
that's
yeah,
way
damn.
worth it. $15 is
I don't
totally.
quote me on that. I could be wrong.
But if it is, I mean,
Yeah.
it's like this is like that's a good deal on something like this.
If not, I'd be like, Ian, it was $45. You owe me $30.
I could see it.
I'm only paying $15 because you said so.
tell you what,
You tell the cashier that
Like
here's
Ian,
$15.
Ian said he'll get the rest.
You just say
He said it was
Ian.
15.
You
They'll
just
be
say
like,
Ian and walk
Yeah,
out.
I know. Okay. Yeah.
they know me. Yeah, no, I tell you what. Here's your $30. Steal my identity, and you'll have $30.
Oh man, but yeah, I could see it being inexpensive because there's not a lot. It's mainly just printed materials. It's not like a lot of board games where it's like there are 500 pewter miniatures inside. You know, it's not
I can
like
see
that.
where it's geared like you want to get a lot of them. So make them cheap so you'll buy
a bunch
four
of
of
them.
them.
Exactly.
Yeah, yeah. I'd play another one.
I would too.
I don't know if I'd replay the one that we played.
Yeah, probably not.
I mean, you probably.
I'm
got
curious
everything
about
out
the
of
stuff
it.
we missed. 'cause
Sure,
you
me
can
too.
miss
Yeah, there's
plenty
a
of
bunch
stuff.
of stuff we missed.
Well, and that also kind of goes towards its replayability. If it's not super replayable without repeating, it's like reading one of those fucking books. You
Right.
can only read it and go through the different choices so many times before you're just done.
Right.
So, it would be kind of shitty for it to be a $30 or $40 game that you can't just pick up and play.
Yeah.
You can't play
repeatedly.
ad
Yeah,
infinitum.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm used to like board games being like $60 too because
Yeah,
it's
they
like a
can get
bunch of them
high.
are really fucking expensive. Yeah.
And why do they have so many fucking versions of Monopoly?
You don't want to play Millennial Monopoly?
Oh my god! There's a Monopoly I saw the other day
It's just
where
4 tiles and you can't afford to put houses on
Ah,
any of
fuck!
them.
All 4 are bankruptcy. What the fuck?
I saw one that you're supposed to cheat on.
Oh,
Cheaters Monopoly is what it's called. So it's like I don't know, man.
Yeah, there's too many. There's too
Golden
many
Girls
Monopolies.
Monopoly. I don't
Yeah.
care.
It's like the cheating
enough.
exam in Naruto. You're supposed to cheat on it and not get caught.
That's the idea in that when you cheat, but if you get caught, you're fucked.
You bringing up anime. Ian, I'm sure you're probably done with Full Metal.
Nearly.
God damn it. I'm 20 episodes out.
You should watch the show.
We are watching it. We are watching it. But like, yeah, I figured you'd probably be done by now.
I'm at a point, I think I've probably got another maybe 10 episodes. I can't remember. I didn't look ahead to see.
Yeah, I'm the worst.
I'm
with
going to
that.
look actually right now and tell you how far along I am. But I got to tell you where I'm at right now. Holy fuck.
We're on the 4th season. We just started it.
Good shit.
So
I know I'm in the 5th season.
Choctaw sent me a text and he was like, buckle up because it's about to get real good.
Shit's about to get fucking, yeah, fuck it.
And I'm like, it's already real good.
Okay, so I'm on episode 5 of season 5, and I've got 6 more, and I'm done.
You're done.
I'll be done this week.
Yeah, I'm on like the 2nd episode of season 4.
Fucking season 5 is fucking killing it. It is so like. All the seasons have been, and I'm not going to spoil anything. I promise.
Please, I'll quit.
But all the seasons have been good. I've enjoyed every episode of the show. Season 5 is exponentially better than the other seasons, even though they were good. This season so far has been like just
All the
awesome.
shit's coming to a head, and
Oh, it's so good.
We've
Love
really
it.
been enjoying it.
I love it. I'm so grateful that you recommended that to me, and I cannot wait for you to finish so we can all talk about it.
Yeah.
so we'll do an episode.
Yeah, let's do an
So we'll
episode on it.
episode
Yeah,
on
for
it.
sure. Let's do an episode on it.
Absolutely. Well, now I'm gonna fuck up names and stuff. I'm terrible with names. I don't know why I have so much trouble.
I'll print out
retaining
pictures.
names.
It's fine.
Yes,
I'll be like,
flashcards.
This guy.
Yes.
I'll try to get done with it this week. I love my wife, but man, she's fucking holding me back. She's the Obi-Wan to my Anakin. I mean, it's just like, babe, what do you mean? What do you mean you got to go to bed? It's only 12:30. Wake up. We can watch like 4 more of these.
You can make it on 3 hours. It's fine.
It's fine.
Henry will be at school. What do you do? Count money? No, come on,
right.
let's go.
It's fine.
Now,
look,
tell her-
look at what Al's going through, and you can't stay up 3 more hours.
I'll tell Tyler.
The boy doesn't have his body.
God damn it.
I'll tell Tyler to tell his mom to not get mad. It's fine.
It's
don't worry
fine,
about
don't
it.
worry.
Still go.
Yeah, we were gonna watch some today too, but yeah, that didn't work out. So it's one of those things where it's like, I absolutely love watching it with her because it's a nice, wonderful shared experience. But yeah, when she gets sleepy, I'm like, fuck, I wish you just not get sleepy. Because man,
I want more, baby.
we come on.
Get her one of those Lush toys. So every time she nods off, you just buzz it.
We already got one, so you just gotta pop
there
it
we
in.
go, yeah.
Yeah.
You can even clap your hands like you're doing some alchemy.
He made me come without a transmutation circle.
Why is he wearing white gloves?
It's just a kink.
Yeah, so I'm excited. Hopefully we can talk about it.
Yes, let's talk about it. Let's
and
do a bonus episode
an
on it.
episode
maybe.
on it.
And then we got to do Joe Dirt.
Then we got to
too,
do
of
Joe
course.
Dirt. Fuck. I know. We've got a lot on our
know.
plate. At least we've got content to put
The
towards it.
Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood Joe Dirt double.
Yes.
We need to do a parallel. All right. Who would David Spade be in Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood?
One other thing before we get started on the game talk, I watched this week's episode of What If today.
Yeah.
It was a weird one. It was What If Ultron won? Very bad shit happens.
Yeah.
If Ultron won. And all I'm going to say about it is, so he gets his body, right? And he's got the Mind Stone. He's essentially Vision, only he's Ultron. He nukes everybody, nukes the Earth. Has this army, and then now he's like, it's peace, right? Finally, I've achieved peace. Then Thanos walks through a portal behind him, and Ultron and he's wearing the glove minus that one stone that he came for, right? He turns around and literally cuts Thanos in half with the beam from the Mind Stone, just right in two, and takes all of the Infinity Stones. And then he's way worse than Thanos with all the Infinity Stones.
What in the world would like possess Thanos to be like, I'm going to show up with all the other fucking stones?
Well, he didn't know. Thanos had his plan, I guess, to come to Earth. But this shit with Ultron happened
It was
in
just
the
a
space of like an
coincidence?
hour.
Oh, I
mean,
see.
Dude had us fucking gone in no
Gotcha.
time, right? And then, yeah, he knew where the last stone was, and I guess Thanos, being Thanos, figured,
He's cocky.
Well, he's got one
He is
stone. I got
definitely
four.
cocky.
I got four. 5 stones. What the fuck?
It's also a game changer that it happened in a real, like, 1 hour.
Because I don't know if it was 1 hour. You know what I mean? It was
But he
fast.
basically, if he
It
just
was
turns,
like-
he can network in and set off
did.
all the nukes in the
Sure,
world.
sure.
Yeah.
So yeah, shit went wrong. I think it went longer than an hour, obviously, but it was.
You said an hour.
It's like two.
So.
Yeah, $15 for the board game, and it only took an hour to nuke the world.
Tell you what, hold
Bet Sweet
me
Marvel.
to it.
Just say Ian.
Hold me to it. I don't care because I exaggerate sometimes.
Yeah. I think you do care because we're talking about you, Karen.
Yeah.
So
You're just backing me into a corner, Dave. I don't know what else to do, but
just cut me in half with a mind laser.
ball up and cry.
I don't want that.
But yeah, after our boy Ultron gets those stones, and they leave you. Hey, see, what's the strangest thing about What If is that each episode has been its own thing, right? Until now, and now it turns out that each episode wasn't its own thing, and these other multiverse facets or whatever
They
that
keep going.
they've talked about are now coming into play with one another.
Oh, interesting.
Oh, that's very
And
cool.
I did not see that coming.
That's cool.
So it makes it worthwhile to have watched all of them.
Right.
But yeah, it's just weird. The dude's not. It's in the sense of the MCU as we know it. It's a really good thing that motherfucker didn't win. Because
Yeah.
I'm not even kidding when I say he is a billion times worse than Thanos.
Thanos just
I
wanted
will
balance.
say, all Thanos did was
He's a
kill
druid.
half of the population of the universe.
Yeah.
And that's not nearly as bad as the shit that Ultron got up to with his stones.
Put a
So-
pin in Thanos because I'm definitely going to come back to that well when we start talking about the game.
Yeah, sure.
But I have a what if for you.
Okay.
If you'll entertain me for just a minute.
Sure.
What if Star-Lord was Mario?
Perfect.
Because we haven't talked about this yet. This
yeah.
is old news at this point because we recorded when the Nintendo Direct
That's
last
right.
week was going
Yeah.
on, which everyone listened to this 2 weeks ago. But that's time travel for you.
Yeah, I don't know what their motivation was there. I don't have anything against Chris Pratt, but I don't know that I would have.
I saw where somebody tweeted in like 2016 that when they make the new Mario, they're probably gonna do something fucking stupid, like cast Chris Pratt as
I
Mario,
saw that tweet. Yeah. And
or
then
a Chris Pratt type as Mario.
that person willed it into existence.
Which I do. I love Chris Pratt. Don't get me wrong. I do.
There's
but
just some things maybe he's not the
I-
right
I
guy
don't-
for.
I mean, but at the same time, whenever I heard Heath Ledger was the Joker, I was like, "That's fucking stupid."
Well,
and
I was
now here
wrong.
we are, right?
And I know people are like, I don't know if they were joking or not. I hope that they were. But like some people were getting bent out of shape that Martinet, the dude who voices Mario in the games, wasn't voicing him in the movie. And it's like, no offense to him, but I doubt he could carry a fucking feature-length
Yeah,
film.
he can make. He
you
can
know?
say some words,
Right.
But
He'll
like
do the
trying to
phrases.
Can you imagine that accent and that intonation for whole
for
sentences?
an hour and a half. No. No. But it is going to be really weird to hear. I don't know what Chris Pratt's going to do, but like it is going to be weird to hear Mario not sound like
Mario.
like Mario, like in the games and stuff.
I like the choice of Jack Black as Bowser.
I love
That's a
that.
good one.
All the rest of the casting, I think it's fucking great.
yeah. I want
Fucking great.
Jack Black to voice the whole cast, like all
Yeah.
of it. Do Eddie Murphy style,
And Eddie Murphy can be Bowser.
Eddie Murphy.
Everyone else is Jack Black.
there you go.
or they should have gone like completely the other way for Mario, like just way like Idris Elba or something. Like,
That would also be really good. Like a very dark, stern Bowser voiced by
No,
Idris Elba.
Mario.
Oh, even also, yeah.
no, Bowser though, that one actually could work. That would be great. I like the idea of Bowser being British for some reason.
What's that? That Newgrounds video of Epic Mario where it's
I haven't
a
seen
very,
this.
very serious, dramatic retelling where it's
Oh.
he's holding Luigi. It's all 8-bit. He's
Yeah.
holding Luigi's dead body as they like sink into lava, and he goes back as to how they got there,
Charlie Day is Luigi.
which I think is great.
That's
I
a
think
great
he's got
choice.
the trill, and
I think that's
great.
fantastic.
Who is Princess Peach?
I had to look her up because I wasn't familiar with her and I can't
She
remember. her
looks the
name.
type. Anna something
Yeah, I
Joey.
didn't recognize her.
She did a great SNL. I have no idea who she was when I saw it, but a fucking phenomenal SNL.
That's good. It's promising.
And she looks the type. Granted, it's voice acting, but sounds good to me. And Seth Rogen as Donkey Kong also sounds fucking great.
Although hearing him talk is going to be weird. And we kind of talked about this a little bit, like when it was the day after, but like, I do think it would be hilarious if they do like Groot style, where it's essentially they cast Seth Rogen and all he's doing is making gorilla sounds.
Laughing and grunting.
Right.
Even just his laughing grunt, I can see as being perfect.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, maybe he'd make a better Funky Kong, but still.
Oh God, he'd make a glorious Funky Kong.
I was thinking then they get Dave Armiston or something to be Funky Kong. Who is Funky Kong?
Fred Armisen. Is Cranky Kong.
Cranky. That's the one. That's what I'm trying to
Which I love that Cranky Kong's going to be in this movie, but I do think that Fred Armisen's going to phone that the fuck in.
Probably.
Because I've seen him, I don't know, I've seen
like
him.
he did his marriage to Elizabeth Moss.
It just seems like a project that maybe I don't know, maybe I hope I'm wrong, but it seems like a project that maybe he wouldn't be like super.
No matter what? Okay.
Right. Oh, this isn't a thing that I've created or have anything to do with that, because I feel like
It's not
he's
weird. That doesn't sound very weird.
Right. Yeah. So, I don't know.
We'll see.
We'll see. I'm definitely gonna be there.
Who was
watching it.
Toad was Key from Key and Peele.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm a big Toad fan, so
I think
that's
he'll do a
that's
very
great.
good Toad voice.
Yeah. I think so too. And is that it?
Danny DeVito is Wario.
Fuck, man.
Yeah, damn,
God,
I forgot.
Please, man. I hope that's the end.
Adam Driver is Waluigi. It's gonna be great.
Man, I want that to be the
soup, Wario.
stinger of the
Good
movie.
All right, guys, you gonna talk about Brawl Brothers?
Maybe. I have one more important announcement to make. This is a bigger addition to the house than the PS5 in a major way. We now own a bidet.
I heard
Nice.
about this on the Discord.
Yeah, and it's the best.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I love mine too. I hate when I'm at work
it's
and I
the
have
best.
to wipe again. Yeah.
I had to have a conversation with Henry where it's like, you still have to wipe your butt at school. So don't get out of practice.
I'll just save it for when I get home. It's fine.
Which, really, he does anyway. That's what I did.
I'll save
it's
the
like-
wiping.
Oh, the wiping?
I'll just get it when I get home.
Yeah, I thought you meant the pooping. Yeah. No, I never wanted to poop at school. It's like, I'll just wait till I'm in a comfortable bathroom. And unless the urge really struck, in which it's like, all right, I guess we got to do this.
I mean, Jack poops in diapers and he still waits till he gets home to do it.
So there you go.
Yeah.
It's just human nature, I feel like. But yeah,
Instinct. You only shit where it's safe. You don't shit in dangerous places.
Yeah. I know that from my fucking dog, Clementine. Only like, she will not fucking take a shit unless like there's no one on the road. It's complete silence. There's no dogs barking in the distance. It's just like, holy God, please take a shit.
Shit.
I'll protect you.
That's why you're looking at me while you shit, is so you make sure I don't leave.
I will protect you while you shit. It's fine. I wouldn't though.
If a fucking cougar came running out, I'm gone. Bye, dog.
Fuck, I'm not
dragging her behind me.
Yeah.
Jeez, you can shit on the way. Come
Right.
on, we
Yeah,
gotta
let's
go.
Let's go. Must shit faster. But man, like Henry's reaction to the bidet was like, I was keeping it a secret from him because Nikki was installing it and I'm trying to keep him busy. So I'm doing homework with him. I'm like, let's watch DuckTales. Yeah, let's watch DuckTales. So we're watching DuckTales. And then he had to go to the bathroom. And I'm like, fuck, I don't know a way around this one. So he goes to the bathroom and he's like, Mom, what are you doing? And then so I'm thinking, don't tell him. And she, of course, tells him because she's a good mom and wants him to be informed.
Making the toilet so you can't poop in it anymore.
You had to poop in the yard with the dog now. And you know Dad's not going to protect you out there. So she told him, and then he was like, oh, bidet, because we were talking about it. We had a family conversation about, hey, I'm tired of wiping my ass.
It's been too long.
Right. And so he was like, let me try it. And she's like, I'm still installing it. Let me try it. And I'm like, let's watch one more episode of DuckTales, and then you can spray your butt with water. And then, so yeah, he went back and immediately used it as a water gun. which we knew that was going to happen. And then I was like, well, just sit down and try it. And he sat down and he pulled the fucking lever, like full
blast.
Full blast.
Yeah.
And,
Called the eye opener.
yeah, I don't need coffee anymore. And it was just like, God damn it, I wish I'd have been recording that. Because, I mean, he just like fucking shot up in the air laughing, like hysterically. So, yeah, it was, the bidet is good. It's good. It's good. Big fan.
Speaking of stuff up your butt, I did, what was it? Because Melissa, I'd showed her, Jack will be Rock Lee. He was Gar last year for Halloween. He'll be Rock Lee this year.
Nice.
So, and I'd showed her the episodes
With
of
weights
Shippuden.
or not with or without weights?
Oh no, I'm putting 50-pound weights on his legs. We're doing this legit. And because I was showing her that, we were watching a little bit about Naruto, and she had said something about like, what were we watching? Something prompted something about something up the butt. And I was like, actually, let me show you something about Naruto real quick. And I pulled up a supercut of all the uses of 1,000 Years of Death.
Yeah.
Where there are some weird moments I didn't remember from early Naruto, where 1,000 Years of Death is where they form like the tiger seal that's for a fire jutsu, only instead it's your two index fingers pointing up. Instead, that goes up someone's butthole and you push them off.
That's
so
concho, right? Is that what it's called?
A what?
Like the Japanese school kid prank? Concho?
Is that what it's called?
I think that's what it's called.
That might also help. If I explain to Melissa, it's like, it's a Japanese kid's prank too.
Yeah.
It's like, why is it? Okay, so that's his teacher. And he's putting his fingers up his butt. Yeah, and his teacher was his dad. So, yeah. So, but because you see when Naruto, when Kakashi does it, it cuts to like, him rushing his fingers up to Naruto's butthole, cuts to Naruto's face, who then you hear the and you see Naruto get shocked and then have a strange look of pleasure on his face before he's thrown upwards. And she was like, the sweet cartoon that made me cry, this is also in it. Oh, yeah. Here's another time they do it to this guy on the ground who just like smiles, and he does it too. Here's where he does it to a monster. Here's where he does it to...
Welcome to anime.
She's like, what is this?
Yeah.
Covers all the emotions, the whole spectrum.
It really is.
Brawl Bros?
Brawl Bros. It's a game on the Super Nintendo.
Well,
did everybody notice the mood change? I sure did.
Yeah.
All right, you ready to do the thing that what we have to do?
There's a reason people like Markiplier and everybody who are big, heavy gamers eventually do personality stuff, because it's more fun.
Yeah, well, we still got to do the grunt work.
Yep.
Maybe one day. We're trying to... It's hard to reach a balance, I feel like every time we don't talk about the game enough, somebody mentions it. And then anytime we talk about the game too much, somebody mentions it. So it's like, I don't know, man.
We can't please you fucking people.
I don't know what to do. Brawl Brothers. I sent you a thing, by the way.
Oh, yes, you did.
Yeah. Because I definitely want to get into that. But before we do...
You want to alternate paragraphs and read it together like Brawl Brothers would? This guy.
Oh, sure. I was not you talking to Dave. I was looking at the actual.
Yeah. Did I send it to you as well? I hope I did.
Yeah,
if I didn't,
you did.
okay,
I got it.
Would you guys like to do that first, or would you like to do Wikipedia first?
Let's do Wikipedia first.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Of course, I hear that Concho train. Of
Fuyo.
Ninja schools don't have like a PTA. I'm guessing.
I mean, Naruto has no one to come, so put your fingers up his butt all you want. Ain't nobody say nothing about it. Sorry, kid, it's your dad. Give me that butthole.
I think that's how it works in real life too.
Yep.
If TV has taught me anything. Brawl Brothers, known in Japan as Rushing Beat Ran, or Rushing Beat Chaos, the City of Clones, is a side-scrolling beat-em-up game developed and published by Jalico for the Super Nintendo Entertainment System in 1992. It is the second game in the Rushing Beat series after Rival Turf, which we have not talked about yet, and I hear is the worst.
It is shitty. Yep. Yep.
And was followed by The Peacekeepers in 1993, which we have done an episode on, and I was really fond of it. I thought The Peacekeepers was a surprisingly good game. And then that's pretty much it for Wikipedia. They get into the gameplay and characters and stuff like that, but I'm sure we'll get to it. So what the fuck happens? What's the setup for Brawl Brothers?
You want me to start?
Yeah,
Ian?
you start. Set the tone.
Introduction. Hey, where are my glasses?
Perfect.
Well, it looks like just another quiet afternoon down at the local gym. Our two friends, Rick, better known as Hack, that makes sense, and Doug, a.k.a. Slash, are busy coaching their trainees in the finer points of self-defense. Because it's a tough world out there in the streets of Bayside City.
Go, Bayside.
Those guys know all the moves, from martial arts to pro wrestling throws, and they don't hesitate to use them. Hey, they're not called the Brawl Brothers for nothing.
But wait a minute. Maybe things aren't so quiet after all. We've got some serious trouble on our hands. The gym's 3 best fighters have just now been have just been kidnapped. You know who I mean.
Of course we know who you mean.
You know who I mean.
Of course
damn
we
it.
do.
Lord Jay Kazan. Kazan is the ninja master. He's fast on his feet, but carries a sword with him at all times, just in case. And Wendy, well, she's a lot tougher than she looks, and no doubt about it, this girl can hold her own with the best of them.
Uh-oh. More bad news, dudes.
I love these gruff man voices throwing dudes out, and I like that a lot.
The kidnappers belong to a gang of thugs run by this psycho named Dieter.
Dieter.
Believe me when I say this guy is way, way out there. He's got all these scientists working for him.
Of course, fucking scientists.
Making fucking vaccines and shit. Mark of the beast shit going on right
5G
there.
everywhere you look.
Creating hundreds of clones for people that he kidnaps. That's what the vaccine does. And they're actually taking out your DNA to make clones.
I've read this.
Dieter uses the clones as his own personal army. So naturally, they're really strong and really nasty. Naturally, like clones would
Naturally,
do.
of course.
Naturally, if it's an exact copy of you, it's really strong
Right.
and really nasty.
You remember Dolly, the sheep?
Yeah.
Came out really strong,
evil
really
sheep,
nasty,
super strong.
super evil.
Who knows what evil plans lurk in that demented mind of his? So far, nobody's been able to stop him. But I get the feeling he's messing with the wrong crowd this time.
Back in Bayside City, Hack and Slash are making their plans. They've got what it takes, and they're ready for the fight of their life. With little luck, they can rescue their friends, then put an end to Dieter and his gang once and for all. Yeah, those scum thugs better look out.
Scum the
Scum thugs.
There won't be much left of them when the Brawl Brothers get through.
All right. Scum thugs. It's pretty good.
Scum thugs.
That's the takeaway.
Cum scrugs.
Cum Scrubs. It's the Scrubs porn parody. I'd watch that.
I like this game. I had fun with it.
I thought it was pretty okay.
I think it's better than Final Fight. I think it's better than the 100 on the IGN.
I don't. I do not think that. But I don't think it's bad. I don't think it's bad. You can play as 2 players,
Yep.
which does have that on Final Fight.
From 5 different characters.
5 different characters, so there is that too. There's a dash mechanic, which I love. The dash mechanic. I love it when beat 'em ups have the different speeds to it, and all the characters really fight differently. You've got Slash, who is essentially the porn parody M. Bison, who is kind of slow but powerful. You've got Hack, who is, I guess, Squall from Final Fantasy VIII on his off day, with taped up jeans, who is kind of like a well-balanced fighter. And then you've got Kazan the Ninja, who's super fast. And you've got Wendy, the pro wrestler, who is super noodly. but also kind of fast. And then you've got
LL Lord J.
Lord J, LL Lord J. Yeah, ladies love Lord J. Who is a judo master who, let me pull that pin out of Thanos, looks like Thanos' karate instructor because he's a big dude wearing a gi with a black belt, but he's got Thanos' boots on and like 2 Thanos gloves. And he's all about throws and stuff. So I love all of that. I think all that's great. I think that's cool. But I don't like a lot of the mechanics in the game. I don't like, it's super hard to, first thing I don't like, enemies can grab you while you're punching them.
Yep.
And it's like, nope, that is not a feel good. Like that is like, people can grab you out of a dash. Nope. That doesn't feel good either.
They crowd you, man. They get on you. Like, I know that's kind of the point, but like even when you die and you got to come back, like wherever your little, it gives you a little cursor to put somewhere else on the screen where you want to respawn. They follow that cursor.
Oh yeah.
They know where you're coming. You gotta come out fighting, or else and you're probably gonna get beat up.
Yeah. I think also that, okay, so there's a cool, you mentioned the 5 characters, and I think it's great that you have that many to choose from. I think they added those 3 from, I think Rival Turf only had hack and slash.
Yep.
So they added the 3 new characters, and I do think it's cool, like when you play one player game, you choose who you're going to play as, and then you choose who would be second player. And then the 3 characters that you did not choose will be the bosses in the first 3 stages of the game. There's only 4 stages, which seems like it would be a short game. It's not, because they're very long stages.
Yeah.
So we get to the thing that I absolutely fucking hate about this game, and that is the bosses of this game are so fucking cheap and so just, it feels like it's broken because like the first boss for me was Slash, and he's got like Karnov moves. And
Who did you play as?
He's breathes fire. Eventually I played as all the characters. But the character I played the most as was probably Hack.
Yeah.
And then Kazan as well. And then Lord, I played as almost all of them, except I played as all of them, but the one I played the least was Slash because I thought he was horrible. Because he's like he's super powerful, but very, very slow.
Yeah, fuck that.
Yeah, and I'm not about that. So this is where it starts to get like, this is where it was like, man, fuck this game. Because I'm fighting Slash, and it's like, he has so many moments where he is invincible. Like, you would think, okay, so he's going to breathe fire. I know. I'll get behind him when he's breathing fire and punch him from behind. Nope. It just doesn't even register as
Doug.
a hit or anything. So it's just like, okay, am I doing it? Do I not have it lined up right? What's going on? No, you just can't hurt him while he's doing this animation. I just felt like that kind of shit happened a lot in the bosses, and I feel like it's really, really sloppy. That's the kind of shit that I think, like, honestly separates Capcom from like Jalico. Is like, I don't know, man. I just feel like you got to think about how this is going to, like when you're designing a game, you got to think about like, oh, the players are probably going to try this. Instead of it just not working, let's come up with some reason why it doesn't, or, you know, let them know, hey, we thought this through. We knew you were going to try to do this, so we came up with this.
Right.
They don't do that. It's just like, and there's no like, the boss isn't flashing or anything to indicate that he's invincible. It's just nothing works. So that was a big like nope for me. And then I also think that like the bosses in this game, so Slash is super hard and cheap. And then like all the other characters, like Lord J is like, okay, he has more moves than like they all have more moves than they do when you play as them, which is like, that's okay, I guess. But there needs to be some kind of trade-off, because like Wendy for whatever reason, is super, super easy. Like, I mean,
really?
like super easy.
She's who I played as, so
Yeah,
I
me too.
just missed out.
Yeah. Well,
I didn't have.
Sexist. It's fucking sexist is what it is.
I think that it is. But when you fight her, it is kind of cool because she's a wrestler. So you just fight her in a wrestling ring, which I don't know why they have one of those, but they do. And she's in her wrestling garb, and she's got I guess a Greco-Roman wrestling helmet on or something with her ponytail sticking out the back. And she goes to the ropes and stands on the top rope and just jumps and tries to dive on you. And you just get out of the way and then punch her. And then she gets back on the rope and it's just repeat. So she's super easy. It just felt like, I don't know. It felt like they were like, I don't know. We made all these other bosses super hard. So I guess we just make her incredibly easy. I don't know. So, all right, I want to know. You liked it. I want to know why.
Did you play on angry mode?
Yes. And
I did. I liked angry mode. I like the flashing power boost when you get low in health.
Yeah. Or when you take too many hits, you'll get it.
I liked the
Which makes you invincible.
Yeah, I mean, I like the design of it. I like the music. I like the characters that you fight, the regular enemies.
Yeah, I do too.
I did not care for the sewer level. That seemed very strange, where they're trying to shoehorn in some elements that aren't. I always compare anything like this to my first experience with Red Dead Redemption, the zombie expansion, where it's a game where you have guns tooled for long-range combat, but then suddenly you're having to do something the base game was not designed to do, and it's really fucking hard and janky. So...
So what was like? What do you feel like was shoehorned in to the sewers?
The sewers, because I think I read in the Japanese version, it's not a thing. Just in the American version, is having to go through the sewers like a maze.
Yeah,
I got
you
lost
get lost.
a lot.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
fucking, it's dumb. Like no one wants to do that with a brawler.
It is a maze.
Well, and also it was too easy to walk into the next room. Like if you're trying to walk up and get away and move away from someone who's attacking you, you could easily just walk into the next room.
Yeah.
And, which is fine. I mean, it's a good escape if you need to get out of there. That's a good way to do it.
And you can loop back around where there's health, which I guess is not nice. I guess you could build a strategy around that.
Yeah.
But you are right. In the Japanese version, the sewer's still there, but it's not a maze.
Yeah, it's
It's
just a
just
regular
straight
level,
linear.
as it should be.
And it's like mazes in beat 'em ups like have a weird history because like one of the first beat 'em ups, Renegade, like the last level, you're trying to find the boss. So you're in the headquarters and you're going through door to door to door to door, and they will loop around, and it's a big maze that you have to go through.
Yeah.
So it's like it's a thing that I guess isn't done a whole lot, but it's like, man, for it to be in like one of the first ones, it kind of sets a bad.
And there's not even
precedent.
a lot of clues. You just have to just do it.
kind of go until you
and
can't
that's
go
bullshit.
any farther.
Yeah.
Like
You just have to
clues
memorize
in the
it.
instruction manual would be something cool, or if you could see, because like the sewer had different letters on the doors. You
And
know,
they-
so
they
if
all
you
had the
saw a
same
word
fucking
somewhere,
letter.
E was
They
always.
all
You
had
go to
the
a different
same
floor that
fucking
had
one,
that.
right.
Yeah, do something like a word that you could have seen in the background somewhere, and that's
Yeah.
what you have to do, like something like that. But it was just shoehorned in. Feel like
Yeah.
it was to make it longer, which is I think is bullshit.
Yeah. I don't know why they would do that for the American version.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I guess because of the rental
rentals,
thing, but I
which
mean,
is
it's
like
like, come
that's-
on.
Which it's still. As much as I did enjoy this game. I did have fun with it.
Yeah.
I did quit once I got to like stage 3 when you're climbing the construction building.
That's when I quit too.
Because you get it is kind of nonsensical how you go up and you slam an enemy. Well, you could just slam yourself right off the stage
It was
or
too-
right into a hole.
That
Yeah.
was my problem. I kept falling off because the size of the figures or the characters, it was a weird perspective. Like I didn't realize this was a thing I could walk across because it almost looked, the perspective was weird to me, and it
Yeah.
almost looked like it wasn't something I could
Yeah,
walk
yeah,
across.
for sure.
In the jumping, like I was the Bison guy in that one.
Slash,
And-
yeah.
Yeah, and he didn't jump very far.
No.
So it was hard to
Oh, that
figure
one
that
where you have
out.
to jump from a building to a building.
Yeah,
died.
yeah.
I died and after you die, you can choose where to place
Yeah,
yourself.
that's how I got across.
That's how I had to do it too.
Yeah.
I could not. You couldn't just make that jump. It was fucking stupid. That was stupid. And of course, doing my moves, other people doing their moves and knock me off the stage, and an elevator, you do the same thing, like a parallel elevator that's going up the side.
You go into a building that has like instead of just taking one elevator to whatever floor you want to go to, you take 5 different elevators to get to where you're going. And it's like, I don't know if this is a service elevator, because sometimes you'll just go to a floor that opens up to one room and there's a guy in there. And then you fight that guy and you're like, okay, I guess we're done here. And then you go back.
Very Hotline Miami.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. But without really thinking about it, I feel like, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like this is a pretty good beat 'em up, but I feel like it's very sloppy.
It's got some weird shit.
It's very sloppy.
Yeah.
And it's like even the character portraits and stuff where it's like, oh, they didn't think about that these character portraits were going to be not in boxes, because it's like their shoulders are cut off and shit. And it's just like, okay, that's lazy as hell. Like, I mean, which is indicative of the era, but I mean, it's still, it's one of those things where it's like, Jalico, this is why you make B games.
Yeah.
It's shit like this. Like if they could just like, I don't know, just do quality, like do one more pass on it.
The start screen is just like rainbow spray
my
paint,
God.
Brawl Bros on just a black screen.
MS Paint. Yeah, I mean, it is just straight up like someone took the mouse cursor and was like, okay, that's a B.
Because what I've seen, whenever I see him, I send you those TikToks. That one girl who's like, I'm a graphic designer. I redesign logos for people, and I think it's very for the Jonas Brothers. The Jonas Brothers contacted me. You see here to redesign their logo, so I did that. And the Tosca reminds me of what she would have done. What a joke graphic designer would have like. Here, I improved your logo some.
Yeah, it is, and I like a million people sent that to me, so I'm well aware of that TikTok. But like, what's fucking crazy is like that was graphic design in the '90s, because I mean, I mean that's just like, and all the shit she's showing is like, yeah, this looks like a lot of the shit from the early '90s, because it is very much like, we have computers now and we don't know how to use them yet, but we're getting
try. There.
We got to do
close.
it. This is the future. Webcams.
Right. Aren't you impressed? We did this on a computer. So yeah, man, I'm glad that you talking about the title screen reminds me of the box art. Have you guys looked at the box art?
Not as bad as Rival Turf, but also not good.
Rival Turf's real bad. The box art is like, yeah, it's like
they cut a person-sized
It's
hole
Terry
in the wall
Bogard
of
from
bricks.
Art of Fighting.
Yeah, and said, "Okay,
Fatal Fury.
stand here with your fists out." It doesn't look like he's busting through the wall.
and it's half and half. Like the person's split in half. So he's his own brother.
Oh God, I did not catch that. Hang on.
And what I think about is, to me, he looked definitely
shit, I see it now.
looks like if a Baldwin brother was a Kool-Aid man. Because he doesn't look like a super tough guy. He just looks like Paul from accounting that they use as like a model. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
This
that's
is
terrible.
Doug, a.k.a. Slash.
Right.
It just reminds me, because she told me about it last week, and we talked about it again, about how Melissa, she was so fast that kids nicknamed her Taz. I'm just like, oh yeah, I can't believe you made that nickname. I did not make that nickname for myself. Quit saying that. I don't know why you keep saying that. They called me Taz because I was fast. So everyone, please feel free to address my wife as Taz.
All right, I'm gonna take you up on that.
So, Taz.
You're so fast.
It's so fast.
She did win all her field day games in elementary school.
I mean,
That's impressive.
That tracks.
So I told her, like, I tried to do that too. I remember in 6th grade, our first middle school field day, I signed up for all sprinting and long distance running events. Every one of them. And I lived in this house, and I'd run up and down that hallway that I have that connects all the rooms. That was my training. I came in dead last by a minute or more on every one of them.
You were probably also really tired from all
the training.
Well, not just the training, but the day of the event. Like on the second one, it's probably like, oh fuck.
How many more? I have 6 more of these to do.
Because I remember like when I ran track in high school.
And I'm twice the thickness of everyone else that's running. Great.
I made the same mistake, and I was like, I know I'm not going to win any of these, so I'm going to do all of them. And then my coach was like, no, you're not, because you're going to be fucking tired after the second one. I'm like, oh yeah, that's smart. Yeah, I didn't think of that. Thanks, coach. I'll just be bad at 2 of them.
I mean, all in all, like, yeah, I didn't finish it. I love this game. I mean, I had fun with it. I did get frustrated. I think going back and like playing Final Fight, like I'm mad at Final Fight.
Why?
Being one player just still makes me so mad.
Okay.
Makes me so mad.
But you played this game with no one else.
Yeah, but I didn't have to.
I don't know, man. I think it's tough. Honestly,
I mean, it's not better than Final Fight 3, which I think should replace Final Fight on the list.
I think Final Fight 3 should be way better ranked than Final Fight on the list because I think Final Fight 3 is really good. I think it's the best beat 'em up on the SNES. But man, Brawl Brothers is like, I don't know. Final Fight is so good because it's like, even with it being one player, that's a polished game. And I know it's not necessarily a good port. Like, obviously, the arcade version of Final Fight is better than the SNES version. But I don't know, man. That's a polished game that I feel like doesn't.
I like the phosphorus round shotgun you get eventually. Sort of
In
light
Brawl
motherfuckers
Brothers,
on fire.
yeah, that deals less damage than your punch.
Yep.
What the fuck, Brawl Brothers? What the fuck? And then you're
It's
stuck
a
with
gun.
it. You're stuck with it because it's like, fuck, someone hit me, please, so I get rid of this thing. And then you're like, nope. If they hit me, they're just gonna fucking swarm over my downed body.
Yes.
Yeah, I thought the gameplay in this was like not tweaked right. I mean, and like every boss fight where it's like, it felt like an arcade game in the worst possible sense, where it's like, oh, here's a boss fight. I'm gonna burn through 5 lives.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. That's not.
And
You're
it's
not wrong there.
And it's like even Final Fight, which is a port of an arcade game, doesn't do that. And it's like, I don't know, man. It's just
Oh, well, see, that's basically how I'm not that great at brawlers. So that's every brawler for
Kind
me.
of where I'm at.
So I
too,
guess for
yeah.
me, it's like, oh, this is like every other brawler. I think it sounds good.
I don't, man. It's just, I did finish this. I thought it was hard. I finished it on easy with 5 lives per continue and 5 continues. And I thought it was hard. I thought it was difficult, but like not in a way that like I would want to try again on a higher difficulty.
Yeah.
But like Final Fight is one of those where it's like, yeah, I'm going to try to do a 1 credit clear kind of thing because it's like, it's just that enjoyable of a game for me.
I like the abundancy of health items.
There was
Yeah, there were a
a
lot.
I
fair
didn't
amount
feel
of
like I
health.
was, oh my God, I finally found one right when I don't need it.
Yeah.
Like, there was plenty of opportunity for me to find stuff when I did need it.
Yeah.
And
And
I
they-
like that.
Yeah, I
They
like
got
that
your
too.
health up high too. Like they did a good job of healing you.
Yep.
As opposed to being just like a little bite of health comes back. You know, you get most of your health back with those items, which I liked.
This does suffer from my biggest problem with any brawler is fun special moves that take away your health. I hate it. I'd
Yeah.
always
Oh,
rather
dude.
there be a special bar that will recharge over time. I feel like that is X-Men's biggest flaw.
I didn't even realize
Using their
that's
mutant
what was
powers are
happening.
the most fun. So yeah.
Yeah,
I didn't
'cause-
know that was happening. I was using the move, and I'm like, how did I die already? And then
Yeah.
I finally realized it was taking health to use that move. So
And Brawl Brothers, I'll give it this: your health that you use from doing a special move will regenerate, but it's slowly. So if you spam it, you're definitely gonna
fucked.
be fucked. But if you use it sparingly as like a bailout button, you will regain that health. But it is slowly, and you're probably gonna get hit before it happens.
you're
So-
not going to gain it back as fast as you lost it.
right
That's for sure.
But they did think about it, so I do respect that because it's like it is one of those things where like I agree. I don't like it when it takes from your health because it's like
I was like, oh,
I'll never use this.
Yep, I'm never going to use this thing that should be fun.
Right.
So
Yeah.
that I hate about any brawler.
Yeah.
that does that.
I agree. I like it when there's a separate meter for that. Which I hear that Rival Turf, which I haven't played yet, I hear that uses a separate counter for that kind of stuff. So maybe it has that going for it. Yeah, there was. So you talk about the health items, and I agree. That's a good amount. They're not stingy with the health items. And one thing that I always like to see in beat 'em ups is I always feel like it's a nod towards good design where it's like you're typically finding health items when your health is either really low or you've just died. Because it's like, okay, they've really designed this. They've thought about where to put the items as opposed to just random willy-nilliness. But what I love the most about it is you can get health items off of enemies in this game. And I think that's really, really cool. Because it's like if you Like there were several times where I punched a guy so hard that he dropped his candy bar.
yeah.
And it's
that
like,
too.
all right. And then I also thought there was a moment where I found a health item that was cheese that was like, fuck you. It's because all these fucking mazes in this game. You put cheese in this motherfucker?
Oh, you walk through the sewer and you see a chicken leg and a soda
Yes.
floating in the
Right.
water.
Definitely eat that.
I'm gonna get that.
That'll
Yeah.
make you healthy.
Yeah, for sure. I don't think this is a bad game at all.
No.
And I did.
A few quality of life changes. It could have been a really good game.
I think it really could have been a good game, but I do feel like they would have had to really adjusted some of the brawling mechanics because like
Jellicoe would have had to change their whole ethos.
Yeah.
yeah, but like being grabbed out of a dash, no. Being grabbed out of a punch, no. Like I mean, there needs to be a little bit of stun. There needs to be a little bit of leeway there. Like I don't know. That doesn't feel good. Never did it feel like the players' hits had priority over the enemies.
Okay.
Never. And it's like, I don't know. I'm not saying that you always have to have that, but in this game, you never have it. But I thought it was fun online. I played it online, Switch Online. I played with Grim. Grim and I got lost in the sewer for a long time. And then I played with Zalnop and I played with Kitty Magic. And we got to like the third level. And at the time, I didn't realize that there were only 4 levels in the game.
Shit, I was closer to beating it than I thought because it looked like there would be more.
Yeah, I would have thought there would be
Like,
more.
don't they
too.
show a map?
Yeah,
And
there's a
The
map.
map looks big.
The map looks huge, but it's only 4 stages.
Okay.
Yeah. So you got the like Bayside Industrial Zone, which is like the first stage, and that like takes you through the city and then over a bridge where a helicopter is strafing, firing for like 40 fucking minutes, and it's like it always seems to hit you, but it will hit the enemies.
I
I
but
managed
it's
to
so
turn that
fucking rare.
to my advantage. I was able to figure out how to dodge, like jump, so they would shoot them and
instead.
not me, and that helped me a lot when I figured it out.
Yeah, that is good. And then that bridge gets destroyed, and then I guess because the helicopter shot it a fucking bunch of times. And then you fall, and you go through the sewer, and then the sewer comes out to where I fought Slash on this elevator that's like rising up.
Yeah.
This big elevator, everybody's cheering in the background. Zangief stage style.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then like, so the second level starts you out in the jungle.
With mines all over the fucking ground.
Mines
God,
where
those
it's like
mines.
the enemies will hit it. Kinda.
Sometimes, sort of. You can throw them into
You
the
can throw 'em
mines,
into 'em.
which was helpful. But man, they had those things spaced out like 2 centimeters apart. You like
Yeah.
had to know exactly where you were going, or be able to time a very short jump to get over them
Yeah.
without blowing up.
Yeah. And I mean, they do a lot of damage. Everything in this game
lot of
does a lot of damage.
Yes. Like when the iron heads or whatever grab you and shake you.
Oh my God. Those dudes like with the like
With the,
fucking
like-
exoskeleton
Yeah.
construction
They look
armor.
like Exo Squad
Yeah.
people.
Yeah, it grabs you and just shakes you for 20 seconds and literally shakes the piss out of you.
I wish I'd been recording this because I swear to you that one time one of those fuckers shook me, I dropped a candy bar. So you go through the jungle and then you go to this like underground facility, I guess, where like you take this big elevator going up where you fight a whole bunch of like Fidel Castro Hulks.
Oh, in the sewer, I feel like you were fighting regular enemies and some of the fucking Morlocks are coming out of nowhere to fight you.
You ride that elevator all the way up, and then you get to where they're making airplanes and helicopters and missiles and shit.
Yep.
That's where you find your first shotgun that does less damage than the punch. It takes super fucking long to reload.
It's
like
awful.
Well, it's like Jimmy and Call of Cthulhu. You hit harder than the fucking shotgun.
Yeah, for sure. So you get through that, and then you have to beat up a helicopter that's just parked. They just
Just hit it.
just
It's
hit
in
it
my
till-
way. I'm gonna punch it till it explodes.
It's almost like the helicopter from the first stage was like, well, shooting them with bullets didn't work, so I'm gonna park it right here, and that'll take care of it. Which of course it doesn't. You destroy that motherfucker, and then you keep going through, and then you fight your second fight, which for me was Lord J, which is in this like weird. It's not weird, but it's weird to see like a Japanese temple at the end of a stage where they're building airplanes and missiles. So it's like, okay, whatever. Fight him, and then stage.
You know the Shinto principle of absurd violence and then serenity. I mean,
right? Yeah. Missiles now, serenity later.
It's called juxtaposition, Tyler.
And then then the third stage starts on the top of the building, which we were talking about earlier, where you can fall off, and there's random fucking holes, which I mean you can use to your advantage. I was kicking guys off the building.
I was throwing a
dudes.
lot of dudes over
I didn't
the
realize
side.
I could fall off, and I just walked right off, and 3 dudes followed me.
Yeah,
So.
yeah.
something.
They will do that for sure. And like, here's another thing that I like that you can get power ups or health items from the enemies, but also when you throw them off of the building, you do not get those health items
Right.
anymore. So
They go
it's
with
like-
them. Yeah.
So it's kind of also one of those things where it's like, you know what? This is novel, but I also might just like to break a barrel and heal as opposed to losing a health item because I'm playing creatively.
It's the law of equivalent exchange, Dave. You got to give up something, to make something.
That is true. It's just me and fucking Slash in the whiteness with 2 fucking doorways. So that, like, the rooftops go on for a very, very, very long time until you get to like the inside of that building where you jump off of that building into an abandoned gym, and then you fight guys in the abandoned gym. And then connected to the gym are those elevators that we were talking about, the 1,000,000 elevators that you ride. And then eventually you get to one of those elevators takes you to the boss, which was a wrestling ring for me, where I fought Noodly Wendy. And then you're on top of an airplane.
As you can see on the map, it just goes up to an airplane with what the guy's name in quotations.
Well, it's the Adler.
Adler.
Yeah, the Adler is his plane. It's his flying
This is
military
Dieter's plane.
Yes, this is Dieter's plane, and this is where Dieter makes clones. Because you start out, and I honestly thought this was kind of cool. Like you do start out on top of Dieter's. It's technically a plane, but it's like. I don't know. I don't have this thing flies. It's so enormous.
It's like the Blackbird in Chrono Trigger. It's like have it.
Right? Yeah, exactly.
Like one of those helicarriers and Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. or in Avengers and stuff.
Yeah, totally. So you're fighting people on top of that thing, and then eventually you get to like a hatch that you go down into, and then you realize, fuck, Dieter's research and cloning facility is the Adler. So you're going through, and there are like hanging skeletons in the background and shit, and like big tubes full of guys. And all.
Well, it's just Columbia, like in Bioshock. They're doing experiments in the sky.
Right, yeah, totally. And so, man, I just need one of those fucking like hooks I can fire.
Skyhook.
Thank you, a skyhook. Yeah, of course. So you get through all of that, and then like you get to this room where it's just this tube where guys just fly up out of it and just fill the room, and so you'll beat a bunch of them, and
Tube full of guys. Yeah.
fucking more guys come out of the tube, and you do that, and you do that, and you
Love
do that.
those.
And then all of a sudden, you go through a doorway from the research facility, and you're in what looks like a hotel, like the lobby of a hotel where Yakuza sell children to billionaires. And it's like this like red wallpaper and shit. And it's like, oh, I recognize this. This is like end boss territory that we're in. And then, Dieter reveals himself to you, and he looks like Tuxedo Mask from Sailor Moon, rose and everything. He has a rose. Don't know why.
Kingpin style.
And, except he is like, I do not know where they got the idea for this guy's art, because he literally does look like a character that's ripped from a dating sim. Because like he's holding a rose. He's a very thin man, young man, gorgeous. And he talks about kicking your ass. And so you fight. And he has... he fights you with sausage links, which are the 3 nunchuck, the 3 nunchuck pieces. And this dude has like This is not an exaggeration. 5 health bars that you have to get through.
Damn.
And he's using the regular Brawl Brothers boss mechanic, which is you don't know if you're going to hit him or not. You don't know when it's safe to hit him, because sometimes even when he's not attacking, it's like, nope, my punches are just going right through. Nope. And then he'll, of course, hit you. I burned through 5 lives on that cheap-ass fight, and then finally he died. And then he shows up all like bloody and beaten and says, "Fuck you. I'm going to self-destruct this motherfucker." And he does. And then there's a cutscene of like the plane crashing into the water. And then they pan out to the beach, and all 5 of you are standing on the beach, all hurt looking.
Next time we should keep the peace better.
And this is what you're treated to when you beat the game. They're all standing on the beach, and this text scrolls up. "Termination time. You deep sixed the air fortress and laid this entire oily bag full of scum thugs to rest along with it. Nice going. You got them all, right? Or will they be back?" Bum, bum, bum. So I don't know if that was a shitty, you played on easy ending, or if that was, I don't know if you get that on hard or whatever.
Not gonna know unless I look it up.
Not gonna know unless someone is like, "Hey, I really want to play Brawl Brothers."
Right.
In which case I probably would play again with another person. You share continues, which I know is a common thing in beat 'em ups, but
Oh, okay.
it also, honestly, I feel like I was able to get farther in single player just for the very reason I had 5 whole continues to myself.
Right.
As opposed to, sharing them with another person. It's way more fun to play with another person.
I should have gotten in and played one with you. I always forget about the 2-player thing when I'm playing these games, or I'm doing it, in a 15-minute break just to see what the game's about.
Yeah.
I'd like to get in and play something with you on that sometime, because I think I would have enjoyed it. I didn't dislike the game. I got farther than I thought I would, probably because of the good amount of continues and the amount of lives you get per continue.
Yeah.
And I had fun with it, but I think I would have done a lot better with help. I think it would have been nice to work together with somebody. And did they have any combined moves that you could do with the other person?
Simpson style?
Yeah.
No. God, I wish. That'd be great.
It's always one of my favorite mechanics.
Although
beat 'em up.
this did happen to me. The AI did this to me, and I'm absolutely positive that it was an accident, because the AI is not very smart. Like, it's just like they're just tuned to attack relentlessly. And that's all. There was a moment where one of those exoskeleton dudes with the claw, like the long claw hand, picked me up, held me up, and they shake you.
Yeah.
While he was shaking me, a dude with a grenade threw one at me and immolated me.
Damn.
And that was like, all my life is gone.
Yep, that's it. That's a
Dual tech.
nail in the
Right.
coffin.
Yeah, it was. It was totally like a dual tech that was completely by accident. But like, talking about throwing the guys off the building and all that, like, there is a stage in that underground laboratory where there are these panels, technodrome style, that are electrified. And it's like, that is where you can really take advantage of the super aggressive AI, because you can stand behind one of those panels and they'll try to walk to you, but they're smart enough to like not walk over the electrified panels. But what they're not smart enough to know is that they can't jump far enough over them.
Yeah, so they just jump
on them. Right.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I don't think this is a bad game.
No,
I don't
fine.
think it's bad. I liked Peacekeepers better. I think Peacekeepers kind of like refined what this started. I can't remember what the characters were. I know, Tyler, you said that you played as Wendy. Ian, who did you? And you played as Slash.
I played. Well, it gives you different characters to choose for the levels. I started with Wendy, and then I went through to Slash after that, I think.
I like the varied characters. I mean, they all played differently.
They played a little different. They had a little bit different attacks. I'm a big in brawls. I like beat 'em ups like that. I like to throw. I like the throws the most.
Yeah.
And I did a lot of that, and it's again good that they didn't leave out the part that you could throw people into other enemies, and I know that's a standard mechanic.
Yeah,
but
that's huge.
But if it's left out, it would be
that'd be bad.
awful.
Yeah,
So
because you got to like manage
you have to.
whether you're being flanked or not. Yeah, you got to
Which
crowd
you
control.
always
You're
are in
always
this
flanked.
fucking game.
Yeah.
You're getting flanked, and you're getting from the bottom, you're getting from the
Yeah.
front. It's coming from all directions.
Which makes sense. I mean, that's how they're tuned to do in these kinds of games. I think Jalico had been watching like a shitload of Batman 1966 when they put this game together, because it's like every hit is like bam or crack or
smash.
Spack.
That's
Spack. I want to enunciate that because, like, why are they doing that?
What is SPAC?
I don't know what Spack is. I don't know if it's a bunch of contractors.
They did when they were developing the
Spackle.
game. They took turns slapping each other to see, and then now what did that sound? What do you think how that would be spelled?
Play it back.
SPAC.
Spack. Okay.
SPAC it is. SPAC. That's PAK.
I thought it was a weird
It is
decision.
It is.
Especially because like nothing.
Because you get like a lot of them.
It's
Like
every hit.
It's so you could have like
every
these things spammed across the bottom of your screen when you're slamming someone into 4 other characters or whatever, and it's like
Yeah.
bang 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 bang.
Yeah. Yeah. The Japanese version of the game is hidden within the U.S. release, which I think is really cool.
Yeah.
Someone in Twitch chat, Thunderfist, told me about that, and I was like, oh yeah, let me check it out. And I liked it a lot better, mainly because they don't have the mazes in them.
Were gone.
Right,
Yeah.
So we're gonna take a pee break. Pee break.
Sorry,
I really have to do. I was just holding out.
I wasn't trying to like interrupt you.
No, you're good. All right, back from the pee. The great pee break.
It's a good one.
Good.
I had to pee very badly.
I enjoyed it. I just sat in a chair outside for a minute, and it was like, I don't have diabetes. I don't have to,
have to pee at all.
Pee at all. Don't let him see you sweat, Dave. Don't let him see you sweat.
It made it only more difficult by the fact that you sat and watched us pee from that chair. I don't understand.
You're like,
Yeah. As long as it's hard, you can't pee.
Boy's got good streams.
Alpha pissers out here.
Serious arc.
Have I mentioned the alpha pisser yet on the show?
No, please go on.
So, because our bathroom is being worked on, we've got that section of the house kind of closed off. That section of the house being the bathroom, the washer, the dryer, and the cat room. It's the cat room. So that's where all the litter boxes and stuff would be. So while the bathroom's being worked on, we had the litter boxes in the kitchen, which is awesome. And we love it so much. And we discovered that our old cat, Kara Cat, who's probably 16, 17 years old, is the alpha pisser in the house. And by that, I mean, I can hear that girl pissing from 3 fucking rooms over.
Sounds like she's frying chicken in there.
I mean, it is like...
Is the water on?
It is. It's one of those where it's like, I'll be doing something, I'll be like, what is that scent? And like the fucking like dad sense will go off.
Yeah.
Where it's like, something's not right in the house.
This is going to cost money.
Right?
This is going to cost money.
I'll never recover from this. Yeah.
My little cat does that too. It's for his size. I told you he's a little bitty guy. He weighs like maybe 3 or 4 pounds. But boy, he's got a stream
got a
too.
stream
Boy,
on him,
he
huh?
gets in there and I hear it. I'm like you. I'm looking around for the water leak. I'm like, what the fuck is that noise?
Yeah. And of course, because the guy said the things about the leaves on the roof, like now it's just constantly like, yeah.
You got any achievements for this game?
I have a couple achievements that came in from Twitch chat. Thanks to everybody who submitted one. First one I've got is laying some pipe. In order to unlock laying some pipe, attempt to hit an enemy with the lead pipe and keep missing.
Yes, that is a thing. I achieved that.
It's a thing because I'm telling you, the hurt boxes on these enemies is fucking razor fucking thin. Which is another reason why I kept, like, for the longest time, I was like, I'm fucking up on these bosses. It's on me. It's because I'm not lined up right. But
No, it's just not possible.
Next achievement I've got is switch it up, buddy. In order to unlock switch it up, buddy, play the game with a friend online. Changes the title of the game to Brawl Buddies.
Okay.
And that came in from Coin Tengoku. And then the last achievement I've got is Glutton. And you unlock Glutton by eating 20 chicken legs.
20 chicken legs. Gluttony plus 20 chicken legs.
And that came in from one Harold Arthur.
All right. All right.
So thank you, Arthur, very much for that. Do you guys have any achievements?
I have one.
What you got?
Lost under the Windy City, and that is get lost in the sewer for a really long time as Wendy.
I've got. Was that his dick? Seriously, was that his dick? And you unlock that when you kill a lead head and he drops a lead pipe.
That's pretty fucking
a good one, yeah.
I like that a lot.
The other one is Pringen. Pringen, that's when
Pringen?
you kill 10 enemies with the barbed wire bat. So it's pre-Negan.
Ah.
Yeah, Negan being
Negan.
the, yeah.
But I'm glad you said Leadhead because, like, he looks like fucking proto Iron Man. You know, in like like the first
very
Iron
first
Man
suit,
movie where
yeah.
he cobbles his shit together in a cave.
Yes.
That's what Leadhead looks like.
Tony Stark built this in a cave.
I have some questions for you guys. If you were to buy this game, Brawl Brothers, loose, how much do you think you would pay for it?
1705.
$17.05 from Tyler. What do you think, Ian?
$8.93.
$8.93. According to Flopsy, the availability of this game is uncommon. Actual retail value of Brawl Brothers loose for the Super Nintendo, on average, according to PriceCharting.com, is $41.97.
Damn.
Pricey boy.
It's a pricey boy. Is it worth it?
Fuck it, no.
Yeah, that's rough.
Not even for a collector, I think.
God, it sucks.
Yeah,
Like,
tough
this would be a last one.
Because I've got the Peacekeepers, so it's like when I was doing the research for how much this is, I was like, you know what? It'd be kind of nice to like have the complete Rushing Beat saga set. And I was like, I don't know. I don't know how much Rival Turf is, but I do not want to pay $42 for Brawl Brothers. Do you guys think this game belongs on TADPOG's top 100? Do you think it belongs in the 100 spot, Tyler?
Not because of Final Fight 3. I think Final Fight 3
Gotcha.
knocks this off the charts.
Did you prefer this over Peacekeepers?
Yeah, I think I did.
Okay. All right. Ian, what do you think?
I think the
No,
lack
I'm
of
with
music
him. I'm
killed
with
it
him.
Peacekeepers.
You like the music better?
The lack of music.
Oh, the lack of music. Yeah, I get you.
It's for me, it's in that gray area in the middle.
I don't think it's bad.
No, it's not in the bottom 100 at all.
It's not. It wouldn't be in my personal top 100. Maybe top 200. I mean,
Yeah,
fair.
it's
I
up
could
there
see
as
it in
one of
there.
the more palatable games.
yeah. Especially compared to like some of the stuff we played recently, like Doomsday Warrior and Operation Logic Bomb, and I don't know.
Definitely a worthy entry for the
Kablooey.
Switch Online.
Ugh, kablooey.
Not one of those where I'm asking the question, why the fuck is this on here? Because it's a respectable enough game to be on the Switch Online service.
Yeah, it's a good. I like it when they have multiplayer games on that
Yeah,
service.
yeah.
That is nice. I think it's weird that like, as far as I could tell, this was the only Rushing Beat game that was on Nintendo Switch Online. I thought Peacekeepers was on there too, but I couldn't find it when I was looking through there.
I'm sure it will be eventually.
Probably.
Seems like all the Jellicoe games are on
Jellicoe
discount.
titles,
so,
yeah.
Makes me. I need to look and see who owns Jellicoe.
Possibly Nintendo.
Might be Nintendo.
I'm beginning to wonder.
Would you guys like to know what Flopsy, aka the Ultimate Nintendo Guide to the SNES Library 1991 through 1998 by Pat Contry, courtesy of Monster Mold Mike, has to say about Brawl Brothers?
I'm guessing they'll give it 3 stars.
3 stars.
I agree.
Three stars. You guys are very close. They give it 2.5 stars, which I honestly think is pretty fair for this game. I feel
agree.
like this is a C, B minus, C plus kind of game for me.
2.5 to 3, I think, is a reasonable score.
Yeah, and also the fact that that the Japanese version is in the U.S. version through a code. I think that's really neat.
That is neat.
I think that's cool. So that's nice. I like that too. Tyler,
Yes, Dave.
if you were to give this game a beard that sums up how you feel about it, what kind of beard would it be?
I would give it the beard of the Brooklyn Brawler from WWF back in the day.
Boone's from Brooklyn?
Boone's from Brooklyn Brawler.
He was sort of a jobber. He just got in there and lost. Wasn't bad. That was his role to get in there and put other people over. You know, he just feel like this game is just sort of setting up the series to keep going.
You remember him. So that's like, there's something there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If you were to give this game a pair of glasses, that sums up how you feel about it. What kind of glasses would you give it?
I give it the reading glasses of one Tony Atlas.
Tony Atlas. Oh, God, I don't remember who
another
this is.
wrestler.
Oh, okay.
Who had his heyday, got into drugs, sort of slid off. Vince McMahon kind of threw him a bone, brought him back in. He did okay. He was charismatic enough. I watched a good little mini doc about him. So just average. Had his good points, had his bad points.
Okay.
Oh, speaking of Vince McMahon, you know that meme, right, where he's got the
The
faces
5
on the
panels or whatever. Yeah.
I finally saw the video that's from. I'd never seen that. Somebody posted it the other day on Reddit as another meme, and I saw it was the girl gets up on the desk and is like a stripper and is dancing for him. I was like, hey, I understand that reference now.
I was about to say, please tell me it was like a documentary on memes.
No, just happened to show up.
That has to be a YouTube channel, right?
Surely.
Right.
As opposed to that interview he had where he was being grilled about not properly insuring the wrestlers and causing them to get hurt, and started screaming his head off and left the interview because he's a piece of shit.
And that wasn't
heard that about,
staged. Yeah, he is a piece of
I've
shit.
heard that.
We watched some. They had a series of wrestling documentaries about individual wrestlers. Like, the one we watched, it wasn't like the Owen Hart, the ones that have died or whatever. It was just some of the wrestlers. Now I can't think of the one that it is that they did it on, but they would always get back to Vince McMahon at some point, and man, just listening to him say nice things, he's an asshole.
It just sounds weird.
He's just, I don't know.
The Andre the Giant
Guy skeeves
documentary,
me
he's
out.
got some stuff in it, and it's just like, he's just so like smarmy and unsettling. And even when he's trying to be like touching, talking about his time with Andre the Giant, it's still like,
So that's not like an act. Is that like just like who he is?
I think it's who he is, but less like loud and obnoxious in real life.
Right.
He just seems like
turns
sort
it
of
up.
a skeevy fuckhead in real life, like this dirty businessman who, really has
Whatever
no
the-
regard for anyone but himself. You can just sort of feel that oozing out
I
of him.
don't really feel like no one's a billionaire by good methods.
But I
So,
think when he's in front of the
Is he-
camera on the shows,
Yeah.
he's just taking what he actually is and making it seem like he's acting like a character. But that's probably really what he would like to be,
So it's life imitating art.
imitating life.
Imitating life.
Yes, exactly. That's exactly right. I watched a lot of that shit growing up.
Yeah.
The old like Hulk and Andre, those
Yeah.
days, and then we even were into it with all of our friends when The Rock and Steve Austin.
the Attitude Era in the '90s.
I
that
really-
was where I was all about wrestling.
I was all about Steve Austin, but I secretly loved The Rock. And I had a buddy who was like all about The Rock. He loved the People's Champion, and he was unashamed about it. I was a closet Rock fan because you weren't supposed to like The
Wait,
Rock.
can you tell me why you're not supposed to like The Rock? Or why you weren't
He
supposed
was
to
just
like
kind of a heel.
Oh, okay.
He was a good
He
heel.
was a
Whenever he
good
would go
heel.
heel, he was good. Yeah.
But eventually,
So was Austin when Austin was a heel, but no one really wanted him to be a heel very long.
in Austin, I don't know. There was just something about Austin that I really liked. Now, I think Steve Austin's probably a fucking dickhead in real life, too.
I've seen some good, like he's passionate about like gay rights and a lot of stuff. I wouldn't expect him to be. Like I would expect his redneck persona to be, and he's a gruff guy in the interviews
Yeah.
I see, but he's
And I'm
a
probably
lot more
not.
forward thinking than I was surprised.
I'm probably not giving Steve Austin the benefit of the doubt because of the way his character was in wrestling. That I just wanted to root for this redneck for some reason. I don't know. He was just that guy that when he would win, he would stand up on the turnbuckle and bash a couple beers together.
he was
and then
everything
slam
90s.
them. I mean, yeah, he was everything redneck 90s.
Yep. Anti-authority, finger to the man. No one's going to tell me what to do.
And he was always just a dude in some jeans or something. You know, he was
Jeans and a vest.
He had jeans and a vest. Or
You guys are describing Alabama Man from South Park.
pretty much. Pretty much.
a very charismatic Alabama man.
But we were really into it for the longest time, and then
I feel
we
like
stopped
he was
watching it. I don't remember when we stopped. I think when Degeneration X started to become the thing, I just sort of checked out at that point. You know, we still watched every week because we were having people over and making it a Monday night thing every week. But I fell off of it pretty hard, pretty fast. And then when Owen Hart died, I didn't have the stomach for it anymore. I felt bad for him. That should never have fucking happened.
Yep.
And I get triggered when I see people fucking dying. You know, like when things like that happen, it just bothers me. And I know that's normal for it too, but it's just something I don't even like watch someone fall down. You know, and when that happened to him, I was just like, ugh.
What happened to him? I mean, obviously he died, but like
gruesomely.
gruesomely.
He was doing some kind of thing from a cable.
It was like a zip line
like a
thing
zip
into the
line
ring.
sort of deal. And
He died in the ring.
he
Like,
fell
ugh.
on the turnbuckle.
Okay,
from like 30
is the
feet
turnbuckle
up.
one of the poles that holds up the?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah. He
The
hit
ropes.
that.
God,
He was dead before they got him out of there.
Fuck, dude.
You could see in that video like they continued on with the
I
event,
won't see that.
and where they
You
squeegeed
don't want to.
the blood into the corners of the ring. You can
Yeah.
still see it.
And they continued the fucking
No,
match
they did
because it was a
not.
WrestleMania. It was a pay-per-view, and that's Vince McMahon. He refused to stop the fucking fight.
You saw someone die. You got your money's worth. We're fucking close
What
shutting it
everybody
down.
wanted. There you go.
God
I
damn.
remember watching that with friends, and it was just dead silent in the room because we knew this was not on purpose. And you know, you see some motherfuckers.
What was the crowd like?
It was still loud because those crowds are also huge.
Yeah.
They don't always maybe process
Yeah, you don't know
Information
severity
at the
of
same
what's
time.
It
going
takes a second
on.
to realize they do because they cut and bleed and shit like that anyway.
I mean,
Right,
dude,
right.
you see Cactus Jack or whatever the fuck. That dude, I mean, they had a match once.
Mick Foley's fucking amazing.
Mick
I want to go to
Foley
one of
is
his comedy shows.
the
that he
guy.
does.
I
Man.
love Mick Foley.
I love that Leva knows him.
Mankind, Mick Foley as himself. He was three different characters. He had
Cactus Jack, and Dude Love.
Dude Love, and Mankind. And that dude could take. I don't understand how he lived. Given some of the shit I saw him, they had
His
a
doctor
cage
said
match.
his back was akin to more like a crocodile's at the end of his career.
Jesus Christ.
They had a cage match once, and they were fighting on top of the cage, you know, because it always got out of the cage.
Hell in a cell.
It was hell in a
Hell
cell.
in a cell.
They threw a bunch of fucking thumbtacks all over the mat. And then I think, was he fighting Undertaker?
Caltrops.
Yeah, he cut his teeth in Japan, and in Japan, like
They do
that's
some
the fucking hardcore
serious
shit.
But I think it was Undertaker. They're on top of the cage, and Undertaker fucking does his move where he picks him up by the neck and slams him down, and he went right through the fucking
tacks.
cage and landed right on the tacks from 15
On the
feet
fence
up.
and on the tacks. Yep.
Phew. That and
The big iconic one was when he literally threw him off 50 feet down onto the announcer's board, and the Undertaker did not want to do it.
Yeah.
He's like, "I'm making up feel right about this. Fucking do it. Just fucking do it."
Who was
Right.
saying? Who was saying? Fucking do it.
Mick Foley?
Mick Foley
Foley.
was,
This
okay.
dude was a junkie, man. He did shit that I can't even believe it, because even if it is staged, even if it is planned, that shit
People die
had
from shit
to
like that.
fucking
Yeah.
hurt. And but then the Owen Hart thing happened, and I'm like, I can't. It really was one of the earlier moral choices I made in my life to be like, they're still fighting, they're still doing it. The show must not go on. They need to stop. I can't throw my support behind an organization that would continue going after someone literally died in front of tens of thousands.
And that's
of
why you
people.
see more and more wrestlers going over to AEW constantly.
Well, and there was something with Owen Hart, and I'm sorry for not having more accurate information, but there was something to do with the rigging that he used that they knew it wasn't going to hold him properly. Like the safety guys were like, this is probably not going to work right. We got to do something else. And of course, they got orders from the top. Nope, send him down. We got to go. We got to do this. We're live.
Yikes.
And then he died.
Yikes.
So, yeah, it was just a big clusterfuck. And at that point, I just was like, I can't do this
Everything
anymore.
with Chris Benoit as well.
Yeah.
That one I know about.
Because there was a TikTok I watched, and I was telling Melissa about it, because it's a boxer who, he's in the ring with somebody, and he ducks down, and the other boxer hits him in the back of the head, like full force.
Yeah.
And you see the ref stops the match, and the guy's like, you see he's out of it, he's fucked up, but the ref's like, okay, you guys can keep going. Shit. So he keeps boxing. He can't do it. He takes way more headshots after that. And now he is like in a wheelchair, can't function from shit like that. And then so it reminded me of Chris Benoit, who was the only wrestler in the WWF, WWE, whatever, that would take a chair shot to the back of the head.
Yikes.
Yeah.
So it did that so many times, and then he started to fucking lose his mind. Until the point, he murdered his family. They did an autopsy and said his brain looked like a demented 90-year-old man.
Yeah. God. It's a point where, it was entertaining and it was fun to watch. But at some point, you got to think, man, these people are getting really hurt. And I think safety's being ignored.
And they're considered
here, and
independent contractors. So Vincent McMahon does not provide insurance or health care or anything to them.
That's so ridiculous to me. So that was sort of my wrestling stint. I was really into it up to that point. I was like, I can't do it.
John Oliver does a really good expose on wrestling.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a really good episode. Well, we don't have a quiz, so
Yeah, it's been a crazy week for Ross. He told me so.
Totally understandable.
I hope it calms
between
down.
his heart and his balls and his house and his televisions,
his
and
motorboat,
his motor, everything,
his boat race.
boat race.
Okay,
Sorry.
boat race.
I meant to mention this earlier, but have you played, Tyler? Have you played the Project Triangle Strategy demo?
Nope.
Yet. I strongly urge you to if you can.
Okay.
I think it's something you'd really, really enjoy. I liked it a lot. It is very tactics like.
Is this the one with the cards? Everything's cards?
No, but I played that one as
Okay.
well, which I'll get to that
Sure,
in a minute. Because that definitely deserves to be talked about. Triangle Strategy is it's a tactical RPG, very much like Final Fantasy Tactics. You can tell that's where they're drawing a lot of their inspiration from, not only in the combat, but also the story and it's right with political intrigue. And I mean, it's they're taken from that. They're taken from Game of Thrones. They're doing a whole bunch of stuff. It looks really good. I finished the demo, and the demo I felt like was pretty long. It's only 2 battles, but I mean, there's so much stuff in between, and it's in between a battle, you get this downtime where you can explore areas and the stuff that you find in areas. One of the things that happened was, so the first battle is the prince of this country. You have to get the prince of a country out of a country because essentially it's being usurped. And he's the last in that bloodline, and you got to get him the fuck out of there. And then if you successfully complete that battle, you get back to your castle, and you're trying to figure out. So you're holding this war. You hold this war council, and the question is, what do we do with the prince? Do we return him to his home country that's in peril, or do we keep him here? If we keep him here, we're at war with the most powerful country on the continent, kind of deal. So what you have to do is persuade the war council, essentially. So it's you do this little exploration thing and find evidence and stuff and make your arguments.
Okay.
And the things you find will
Very Danganronpa.
they'll dictate what you can say to them.
They're not Danganronpa. What am I thinking?
Ace Attorney?
No, I'm thinking Danganronpa because you have to present your evidence and your theory. All right, sorry. Go ahead.
No,
Yeah,
it's fine.
Danganronpa.
But I think it's really neat because there were things that I didn't find, and because I didn't find them, I could still try to convince certain members, but like the likelihood of them being swayed was lesser. And so like Chrono Trigger jury style, after you talk to everybody, they all like cast their vote that determines the way that it's going to go. So it's really cool, and it's like I really cannot wait for this game to come out. And like the whole time I was playing it, I was thinking of you because I mean, like
I'll check it out.
I think you'd like it a whole lot.
I don't think I've played a demo since PS1 era.
Oh man, I'm
Back
all
when
about.
you get the demo discs.
Oh, hell
and,
yeah.
Final Fantasy VIII
Yeah,
demo,
yeah.
Brave Fencer Musashi.
I remember the PC Gamer demo discs. I remember playing Diablo for the first time.
Oh
on
yeah,
one of
that's how I
those.
got Duke Nukem for
Oh,
the
man.
first time.
And those were great too because like
Yeah.
back in the day there were so many demo cracks where it's like, oh cool, I got the demo, which means I got the whole game.
The full
essentially.
game.
Yeah. But yeah, I think it's Switch only. It'd be nice if it came out like on like PC. That'd be really cool. And it might eventually, but it's got that look of Octopath Traveler where it's all that like 2D, but it's with all like extra lighting effects, and it's like in a 3D kind of like world looking thing.
Okay.
Very, very cool. And I was thinking about you the whole time. I think you'd like it a lot.
I'll check this out.
I did also play, man, it's got a real long ass name, and this isn't the full name of it even, but A Voice of Cards. There's a demo out for A Voice of Cards, which is set up like it's a Square Enix game. That it's
So
kind
we're
of.
ripping off Heart of the Cards, Yu-Gi-Oh style voice.
Oh, see, I don't know anything about it. You activated my trap card. I don't know anything about that.
90% of what I know about Yu-Gi-Oh is just from being friends with Cody Prickett on Facebook.
Oh, yeah?
Him and Jalen Shell, because they like them Yu-Gi-Oh memes.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I like my Yu-Gi-Oh memes as well, but Jesus, I don't know anything about that franchise except for like the comic book shop in Lexington had this arcade game, I guess, where like it's like a sit-down arcade game that was Yu-Gi-Oh, I think, and it would constantly yell at you to play it. So and I never played it because I didn't know what the fuck was going on. I didn't want to like get wrapped into another expensive hobby. But A Voice of Cards, Square Enix budget game, where it's essentially there is a DM and he is running a campaign, and it's all card based. So it's like everything in the game is a card. Like your characters are represented by cards, and like their equipment is all represented by cards. The world is all represented by cards. It's kind of like if you've ever played like a hex exploration campaign. It's kind of like that, but instead of hexes, like you'll move your piece to a card, and then that card flips over, and there could be a random encounter there. There could be a treasure there, that kind of thing. I thought the voice acting, it's all just one voice act. It's like ADM who is like
just telling you
narrating
what
the
you're
whole
doing.
thing.
Okay.
And yeah, it's cool. I thought it was really neat. That was one that I finished and was like, fuck, I wish there was more of that like right now.
Go ahead and crack it. Just crack it.
Man, I wish. I wish it was that
That's
easy.
why it reminds me, you just talking about it reminds me of Karsha on the PS1.
Karsha?
Was a tactics sort of style game, only everything was you playing cards against other characters, and it had like a rock, paper, scissors element to it. It was incredibly difficult.
Oh, yeah?
I bought a Game Shark that you plugged in, to your memory port just to try and beat that fucking game.
Wow. Did you do it?
I did.
Nice.
And I remember, like, because I wanted to hear the fucking story, but it
Yeah.
was so hard I couldn't progress without cheating.
That you saying that the card game reminded me that I left out like a big part of A Voice of Cards, and that is there is an actual like you can play there is a card game inside of it too, that I thought was really neat, like because it's all like it's too complicated to explain. Like there's a tutorial in it, but what I thought was neat about it was while I was playing, I was like, man, it'd be cool if you could play this card game that's inside the game with other people, and then you do get to a point where it's like, okay, you finished tutorial, you can now play with people online, and it's like that's neat that there's like a card game inside of the game that like kind of gives it like a multiplayer kind of thing. So it's neat. Definitely recommend checking out that demo too.
Okay. Sound good?
I have an apology I need to issue
Oh Lord.
to Bovine Bear.
Oh Lord. What'd you do?
We played Animal Crossing, Animal Royale the other day, but he wasn't on comms.
Oh no. That's like essential.
and we sucked. I mean,
Right,
it was, I blew it hard. We got separated a couple times.
Yeah.
There was one point, like, I was like using the little in-game noises to indicate there is armor up here. Go get it. But he wasn't seeing that, and he would go, and then we got, I just feel like
It's really hard too with the controller.
Yeah.
Because like on a keyboard and mouse, you can mouse over something and press Z.
Yeah.
And it'll ping exactly what it is.
yeah. And so I felt bad, after a couple of games, he dropped, and then
Yeah, because he was like, this sucks.
he's like, fuck this. And I was like, I didn't have any way of communicating. I was trying to say, can I send him a message or something, get on Discord? So maybe we would have had better luck. But sorry for the bad games we had, Mr. Bovine Bear.
He's an incredibly chill guy. So I'm sure
it wasn't like rage quitting or anything.
he actually messaged me complaining about the games that you guys had. So I'm really glad.
What's
that you-
Ian's last name? I hate that guy.
Right?
You know where he lives,
You'll
right?
never know. I'll never say Ian's last name.
Anyway, yeah, that's all I wanted to say, because I said it in Discord today.
Yeah.
When I'm playing that game, I will, if I'm ready to party up or whatever, I'm going into the Game Buds chat, voice chat, and I'm just sitting in there with my mic muted. If you want to play, get in that channel with me, and we can talk while we're playing, because that game communication is essential.
It's key for sure. I commend you for trying to play it without voice comm.
Did not go well. not anyone's fault. I just think we were.
No. It was. Yeah.
We were just unable to communicate.
Yeah,
period.
I can't imagine trying to do like even duos, let alone a squad. Without some kind of communication.
Disaster without communication.
I bought a $15 bottle of Mountain Dew on eBay.
What?
So I wanted us for a true proper Thanksgiving. I bought a bottle or a can of Flamin' Hot Mountain Dew.
Flamin' Hot Mountain. Why
for
was
us
it?
to have.
Why was it $15?
And it was because I guess they a very limited run, and they sold them in like 6-packs, and it was the full display, but with one full can left. That's all that was on eBay.
How long ago? Like, is it like current or is it from years ago?
From current.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, cool.
So I wanted to try that. So
I'm down to try
part of
this.
it.
I don't have any more questions for you guys.
Nope.
So I guess that's it. You guys want to know what we're gonna play next week?
Let's do it.
Here's what I've done, so I can cut down on re-rolling because we've gone through most of the Super Nintendo games that are on Nintendo Switch Online. We only have 8 of these left to do, so I've just got those 8. So I'll just roll 1 through 8, and we'll see what we get.
So I'll grab that courtesy of Bovine Bear.
And sorry to interrupt, but this is important because it's going to determine the list. It might be 1 through 7. Are we doing European releases too, or are we just excluding Japanese releases? I feel like I ask this every time, and I can't remember what the answer is each time.
We said we were going to exclude Japanese, and we've already done a European release, so we might as well.
Okay.
We have done.
Okay.
If there's only 8, there are only 8 left. I don't think it's a big deal.
Well, and the European release that's on this list is one that I want to play.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So there's that too.
open the gate for Terra Enigma one day.
All right. Yeah. So okay. So then it is 8 then.
Mm-hmm. So grab that batter up peripheral, plug it in, put one on the ground. Other end on my forehead while I'm crazy kid style. Pulling hold in random direction. Say the prayer. We all love to say. Whammies. Stop.
1. And this is not an alphabetical order. So if you guys want to guess, I'll get a hint for you. It starts with super.
Super Alpha Chicken.
Close. Super Earth Defense Force.
Okay.
It's a game I've heard about for a really long time, and I've never played it.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to playing that one.
Do it to it.
Is Poppin' Twin B a Japanese release?
Poppin' Twin B is the one game that I said that's the one that also was released in Europe.
Okay.
And I really want to play
I
that
do
one.
want to play that one too.
Because I haven't played it before. And that's one I've heard a lot about also, but just never have. So
Okay.
Sounds good. Earth Defense Force.
Super Earth Defense Force.
Super Earth Defense Force.
Super EDF.
Well, thanks for listening to the show, everybody. You can find the I had some to drink, and then I had my NyQuil, so I'm just kind of like,
You're robo
what the fuck
tripping.
do we do?
Yes.
Do you want to listen to the show?
You're like a 3-6 Mafia
Where'd
song.
you get it? Where are you listening to this episode? That's where you can find it.
Yeah.
I've got to list them all. Wherever you found this one, do it again.
Pretty much.
I'm not your mom. Do you like us? We've got a bunch of shit on social media. Just Google TADPOG. You'll find all of it.
Yeah.
But if you want to send us something,
Yes.
I'll go and go through that. If
Sure.
you want to send us something, send it to TADPOG Studios, care of Nicole Nance, P.O. Box 3785, Paducah, Kentucky 42002. If you want to call us, about time to build up that call log again, 270-883-2555.
Call logs. That's on me because I haven't gotten the calls to our very expensive screening service yet. We have some. It's just, and honestly, we've been doing a pretty solid 3 hours. I feel like for a while.
Yep, getting there.
It would have today. I was kind of kicking myself because I was like, damn it, this would have been a good one to have calls for because Russ had a crazy week. Yeah.
You want a shirt? Shirts.tadpog.com.
Mm-hmm.
Masks. I don't know. Masks. You can try. Redbubble.
Just look us up on Redbubble.
Just
Yeah.
Google us name, our name, us's name, and whatever you want. If we have it, you'll find it. Fucking, I'm not your mom. Fucking do it. Well, our theme song. What is that, Ian?
Moves by Sycamore Drive.
Where can we find that?
The show notes at tadpog.com.
It's true.
How you guys want to close this out?
Well, I want to think about that because I don't know the answer.
Oh,
to
yeah,
that.
we also have that Patreon thing.
We
don't
do. Yeah. We got Patreon, patreon.com/tadpog. Lots of cool people on there being very generous. Thank you. We appreciate it. There's also, we have a Discord, which Ian was mentioning earlier, and it's great. I love it there.
It really is great.
It is a fun place. You can find that at bit.ly/tadpog discord or the server has been boosted enough by the community that we now have our own vanity URL.
Uh-oh.
Thank you, Tadpog Discord community. Or you can go to discord.gg/tadpog.
Nice.
Oh, yeah.
We're a big deal now.
Got
GG.
Backlog Banisher Dane, who's riding that nickel train.
Toot toot.
Toot, toot.
Thank you, Backlog Banisher Dane, who also publishes our episodes on YouTube
Hell yes.
and gave me some good advice on a secondary camera to pick up. So thanks for that.
Very cool.
I stream on Twitch on Sundays, twitch.tv/tadpog_podcast. If you want to hang out, I'll be playing games there on Sundays.
Church.
Tadpog
Tadpog
Church.
Church.
It's a fun time.
So now would you like to close this out?
Now.
Or do we have executive producers?
We do have executive producers. These are the folks who donate $20 or more a month on Patreon. Thank you very much.
Hell yes.
Yeah, it's a big deal. Thank you. We've got Usurper Grimm, Please Pledge Responsibly, God Emperor Alex Pena, Cousin David Galino, Cthusiast Jeff Miners, Laud Mulaney Dennis, Steve Dixon, Plinko Nick Price, Clambro Cody Phillips, Bantha Master, Executive Producer Dig Dougie, The Eightfold Daniel Abernathy, Time Lord Josh Edwards, Gamebug Prime Nathan Eaton, Matt Gentile, a.k.a. Gentle G, congratulations on your marriage, Magical Sleeper, a.k.a. Big Dicked Pie Baker Chris Vaughn, Temporal, Eternal, God damn it. Man, I was
almost
so
made it.
proud that I got Temporal and then Eternial. Temporal, Eternal, Savior, Cubicle Monkey, Pinball Archmage, Chris Edler. I'm sorry you couldn't be on this episode. Platinum member Brett Miller, Sandwich Pope Phil Hawkins, Nate from Utah, first time caller, Zeus Laser, Boons from Brooklyn, Drinksmith Joey Webster, Big Daddy Paul Anderson, Master Cycle Baron Kevin Link, General Kenobi Massacre, who, by the way, thank you for the Steam gift to
I was
Lunch
just
Lady.
about to, he also gave me Lunch Lady as well.
Which I got like right before I was leaving to record, so I haven't been able to look into it, but it looks like very much like a horror game to
Oh,
me.
Lord. Yes, it does.
And finally, thank you, Barbecue Baron Andrew Rowland, our final executive producer. Thanks, guys.
So how you guys want to close it out?
As our favorite brothers.
Okay.
You gotta do all the voices of all the brothers at the same time.
Okay. So until next time. Tropical
Capricorn.
Capricorn.
Frog pussy.
Sweet You're so good. You're so good.
You are so good.
So good.
I have been saving that this entire time.
Nice.
I was gonna
Nice.
do it for the closing it out.
Respect.
It was not, I didn't care what you said to do it as.
Do it as your favorite pussy.
Frog pussy.
That was the McElroy brothers.
Ah.
I just wanted everybody to be worried that we weren't gonna do it.
Oh yeah.
You know, we didn't do it when we were set apart, and then we came back and said, "Well, with our powers combined,
Right.
Got it.
Me too.
get it to
I
that
need to put a
last
plaque up
possible
there.
minute." They're like, they're not gonna do it. They're not gonna do
It's
it.
a buzzer
again.
beater.
Got you.
Yeah.
Got you.
Somebody,
all.
I can check the Discord where it's like, you guys have 2 hours and 22 minutes in. You haven't frog pussy yet. What are you gonna?
Oh shit.
I'm trying to find a work-life balance here
Yeah.
while still being able to pay the fucking mortgage. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? So
I do.
Anyway,
And you just move back there.
huh?
You just move back there. It's fine.
Okay.
Let's both
You can rub a
let's
hand.
both move back
You're-
there.
Yeah, we'll turn this into a whole fucking.
Your
thing,
fucking
man.
garage is bigger than my house
can
by
do that.
far.
Yeah, same.
It's fine.
So-
everybody move in.
Yeah,
Look, it's
put a couple bathrooms back there.
I own the house now, so we can do that shit.
Yeah, there you go.
Bought it today. Closed today.
Nice. Congrats.
Change the locks.